Holy Ghost in me, oh yeah. Transformation plenty, like a fish chain, bread on the way. Back, we say I'm out of, well, we look to the mark. Bold and beautiful, new heart and I'm thankful, Holy Ghost, Holy Ghost, fire, 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 fire.
Fire shut up in my body. I'm feeling something in my head. Holy Ghost fire, surround me. I know I'm tired. I'm in the fire. I feel it over my body. You need some fire. You need some fire. You need some fire. You need some fire. Fire, 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 fire.
First before the bread of life because I got fire. Willing to obey him more because I got fire. Shut up in my bones, shut up in my bones. Shut up in my bones, shut up in my bones. Fire, 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 fire.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. It's just that time of the afternoon that, guess what? I got to bring the curtain down now on in the mix and make way for Sports Text with Orville Higgins and Christopher Matthews. So please stick and stay. Don't move, don't touch that dial. Don't go nowhere. Guess what? At 4 p.m. this evening, right up until 6, then I will return with the Praise the Lord within the Praise the Lord show at that time. So don't move, stick and stay. Take care of yourself until later. Then I'll see you. Bye.
Fill me up with this.
You're listening to Omega Radio. Broadcast live. Omega Radio. Omega Radio.
It's now time for Jamaica's first and the number one daytime sports calling show, the Sports Desk. Call us and let us have a discussion. All right, greetings and salutations. Welcome to another day's episode of the Sports Desk right here on Omega Radio. Name is Orville.
Name is Christopher Zidane, man. Yeah, good afternoon to you, great, and good afternoon to the great listeners of the Sports Desk.
Yeah, let me start by the Spalding Cup, which is going on at the moment down there at Melbourne, where St. Elizabeth Technical 480 something all out, and this is before lunch, well before lunch on day 2. Now Melbourne is a fairly small ground and a quick scoring ground. It outfield fast and thing, but when you can make almost 500 runs in what 3-4 sessions, ball did a beat the youngster called Vittel Laws that has created so much interest following his exploits for the West Indies youth team. 4 for 179. Now 4 for 179 doesn't represent the kind of figures that I'm sure he would have hoped for and that the St. Jacob backers would have hoped for. Had a look at him yesterday. Definitely has one ingredient that you want young spinners to have. Does spin the ball both ways. But like with a lot of young wrist spinners, the tendency to back pitch, to bowl short or to over pitch is something that he will have to learn, because at this level, if school boys can be taking you apart like that, and I understand that in the Jamaica trials, he went for some runs as well. Which shows you the difference between youth cricket and big man cricket. Okay? In the senior trials, he was taken apart, and St. Elizabeth Technical, who traditionally is a good cricket school, also played him fairly easily. 4 for 179, going at almost 40 runs per wicket. You don't want that, but the youngster has talent. No two ways about it. He has the ability to spin the thing. Work continues. But St. Jago in reply to that 480 yard were 70 yard for 1. So St. Jago is saying, well, who knows? It probably isn't quite over yet. But let's see.
It isn't?
Why? I don't know how good.
How many days of cricket?
Today's day 2. I think that's 3 days.
3-day game for the final.
Yeah.
Oh.
So make us know. I'm going keep checking in to find out what's happening.
That's a lot of runs.
Yeah. I mean,
so like the pitch flat for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
The odds clearly are with Stetson. You don't lose too many cricket matches in any form after scoring almost
500 runs.
You know what I mean? But let's see how St. Jago respond. All right, so the number 6152841. You have anything you wanna?
Yeah, I just want to say, because the discussions continue after it was made official last week that we won't be a part of the World Cup. And I see people trying to pressure us, and which include me, to pressure with our speed. When these people had disagreed with me when I said, listen, I think Kohli would have been a better option to lead the charge for those 2 games. So the horse gone through the gate. So what you want me to kill Mr. Speed for? Don't drop out already, brother. I was trying to give you a better option. You said no. You wanted Mr. Speed. And according to them, Mr. Speed was a disaster over the 2 games. Then you cuss yourself and apologize to me and tell me, say me right if you didn't want Michael Kohli to be the head guy. Don't cuss me if you cuss Mr. Speed. No. It's better to be heavily critical and have a great outcry before the disaster than after it. I mean, I say you must not complain when things happen to get it, to make sure that happen again. But it's better if you find out beforehand that there could be problems. Cuss too late, people.
Yeah.
If there's something to be overly critical about, it's too late. The house gone through the gate. We need to look forward now.
I don't answer nothing. Nobody attacked me this morning, so I'm gonna stay neutral. Any beating of people is only when them come at me. But I can say this, Mr. Speed will get some extra criticism in some quarters for some reasons including stating that him and some people are not friends. Him going to get it worse than that. And the fact that he has been here when he was wanted elsewhere, not helping him either.
Well, there seems some news here that our referee, O'Shea Nation, will be one of the referees for the FIFA World Cup. Great news.
Big up O'Shea.
Yeah, great news.
All right, 615-2841. Let's get it rolling. We start right now. Hello.
Good afternoon, sir.
Faithful.
How are you doing?
Not too bad.
Giving thanks. And your interview with Mr. Kohli yesterday.
Yes.
I think he make one of the best pitch for the job without trying to impose himself too much.
Yes.
Just by the way he lay out his resume and he delivered himself. If he were the coach, what he would have done and what he wouldn't have done without trying to defame any one character not doing any such thing. I think he make all the best case I ever heard.
In a lot of people who listened to that interview yesterday said that Kohli's tax were raised.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, he did this. He did
yes.
it.
There is one quarter who said that Kohli's stock, Kohli didn't impress. Mm-hmm. But that is a stock that is jealous of the fact that he was on this program, on the serious.
But it's only one problem.
Huh?
But it's only one problem.
What's the problem?
The dice is already cast.
Oh. You think Speed would already get the job?
Yeah, I know what you mean. So why do Mr. Speed would say it's not seeking his farmer job anymore?
What do you think? What?
Mr. Speed would say that he's not seeking his farmer job anymore.
What was his farmer job?
Technical head.
Yeah. Was that
cheer for the technical college.
Was that a job?
Yeah, but he already know what is going to go on, you know.
Yeah, but I don't know that being technical. I understand what you're saying.
It wasn't a paid job?
Not so far as I know.
No, but whether it's a paid job or come with glorified position.
If it's not paid, it's not a job. That's what I say.
Well, put position then. Anyway, besides anyway, you want to slice and dice it. You know exactly what I mean.
No, man, I know what you mean.
Good.
But my question is my big question still is: can you be a director and be the coach at the same time? That can't work for me. You know?
So you will have to resign as the director.
You know, must have to resign, man. You can't up on the board and judge yourself.
But that's fine. Yeah. So he already know what's going to go on, you know.
He might say he can recuse himself from meetings that they will discuss the head coach situation. But you're on the board with some other people and you're going to discuss other things with them. They're going to be more in your favor. So maybe objectivity won't be there when they're judging you. So I can't fathom somebody being the director and also the head coach. So you might have to resign at that post as well.
But can we also say that he did not employ himself?
No, but that no matter.
Yeah, it's someone. But he did not give himself the job.
No, man, that is irrelevant to the boss.
No, what I'm saying, no, you and I can't think right. You and I can't think that it's don't taste good, it don't look
What
good.
are you talking about? What he didn't give himself the job? Oh, that is counter to my point. I'm saying listen to the fact. Listen to the fact, my boss. No, you must listen. 1 second for you. Roller Speed is one of the directors on the JFF board. That's a fact. And my question is, can you be the head coach and be a director at the same time? I know we are talking about he didn't have to give himself the job.
Well, it should not be.
I'm not asking if it should not be. I'm asking if it can work.
It should not be, but he said that every decision has to forward to the board. And so if he's wrong in what they're saying, I'm saying the entire board and everybody is wrong. And if they are willing as a board to facilitate all of those things, you can't just be a Speed alone then.
But I don't know why you're talking about blaming him, my boss.
No, but if he's wrong, everybody
wrong about what did I say anybody was wrong about? What are you talking about?
No, you say it's not right. And I'm going
what I'm saying to you, he needs to No, I'm not saying anybody wrong about anything. Listen to me, boss. I'm saying to you, if he's appointed the head coach, I'm saying he should resign off the board. I'm not saying he's wrong about anything. What are you talking about wrong? You come like you didn't understand the point of me, I made, brother.
All right. Let's take it to point of me. So is Mr. Well, we know some. We don't know. I believe Mr. Speed is going to get the job. My next thing now is Mr. Cody is willing continue work as a deputizing to the state.
Well, we asked him that yesterday. He said doesn't want to think about that. But there's
No,
a
they think
part of
about
me that feels that he probably will.
and I'm thinking that he said that because for him to say yes or to say no, that would premature in my mind.
Yeah, well.
He want to see what would be the final decision, and then after that, no, he make a decision one way or another.
I don't see Miguel Cooley giving the job and Rudolph Speed as his assistant. Don't see that.
You don't see what?
I don't see the Miguel Cooley being appointed head coach and Rudolph as his assistant. I think Rudolph is either the head coach or nothing at all as part of the coaching staff.
So what about the other way around?
Yeah, man. If these two are going to continue, they are going to continue in the same with the same roles that they had
So,
for those two games.
So you think Cole would deputize the Speed? Because I believe now. Trust me, I believe they ask me, you will say yes. I believe so.
Well, let's see.
Because who wouldn't want to coach Jamaica?
Well, he would be if what we are expecting to happen, he would be the assistant coach.
It will happen, man. Trust me.
Yeah, nobody would be surprised.
But I know it will happen.
Okay.
And then, thanks.
Big up.
I faithful.
All right, we got to another one. Hello.
Yeah, Mr. P.
Zidane.
Yes, sir, P.
Yeah. Yesterday, when you have Mr. Cole on the line, right? He mentioned about his track record, how many years him coach JC and overseas and whatever the case might be. Now, I thought, well, let's say, I agree, say it's a great achievement. But when you think about in the couple of years in the JC won the competition, it was by student top footballer right left and center. So when the other school catch up on him, right, it just like make it veer with Derek Tompkins, some minor league player from town and go play veer. And when he migrate now, the team will win with the competition. Who said they were financially secure that by the best player? That when he win the competition, that would be a feather in his cap.
I don't even understand what you're saying, Mr. Spear.
No, what I'm saying, when Mr. Cole carry JC, so for more title, right?
Yes.
In by players from East, West, North, and South, top players from East,
Yeah,
from
correct.
the ordinary little school and carry JC.
Yeah, correct.
Am I right?
Correct, yes.
So what I'm saying, when the other school like Georges or whatsoever catch up on him, right? I agree, said the achievement is great, but it's got a matter that in
that's why I was lost. They never caught up on him.
Okay.
He never lost and then left. He left.
No, I wouldn't.
He left.
All right.
No, you said they caught up on him. I'm saying he left as champion.
Okay, but that was the
I think 5 straight.
Yeah, that was the
So they didn't catch up on him. So you have that one wrong.
Yesterday, all right.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I call Zidane and I say the parish head them right. Don't look out against Speed, and you say him have 2 years and Orville to make a decision. What Orville said was true. Orville said they could call us emergency general meeting and ask him have a vote of no confidence on him.
Yes.
Right?
Hold on.
2 years.
Hold on, Mr. P. Hold on. We'll take a break. We're coming.
It's the number one.
You're listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio, Omega Radio, Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right. Back with you, Mr. P, for a few.
Competition in the next 2 months.
Come again?
No, we have a competition in the next 2 months.
In which sport?
No, football, really.
Yeah, in May, late May.
Yeah.
The same, the one that we played last year.
Well, I'm the fly on the wall. Mr. Speed almost confirmed, right?
Mm-hmm.
As coach.
So why are you saying you're a fly on the wall? The whole world nothing so. Nothing so.
Well, no, I just listened to the program, So I don't know if it was announced or what.
No, nothing has been announced. But Mr. Speed is seen as the favorite to be the head coach, so you're not saying nothing special.
Oh. Well, me tell you a confirmation. But anyhow,
okay.
Orville, since Dennis Chang resigned, JSF have been working on the autopilot because we have a new GenSec.
What's his name again, Orville?
I think that is that man.
No, but them have one now fully. So the general, the manager was acting for a couple of months. Yeah, Roy Sims was acting, but then they have now appointed somebody officially a couple of months.
Yeah. Final thing, Orville, I want you to give it so up to date at the cricket match, right?
Yeah.
Every hour, half hour.
Yeah, man. Well, St. Diego are 71 for one at lunch.
Yeah, that was lunchtime. So,
I'll keep you updated.
Yeah, cool. Thank you.
All right.
Gregory Daly.
Gregory Daly,
that's the name. New General Secretary.
All right. We go back now. Hello. Yes.
Greetings and salvation.
Greetings and salvation.
Peter Principal.
Yeah, man. The sky look dark, and I wonder why. The $1.4 billion man you say thing was the most successful. Just gave away 1.4 billion. I wonder which organization, as much as Jamaica is like when it comes to principle and integrity, we're supposed to be very low on the meter. Which organization would have some mother like this man who just give away 1.4 billion Jamaican dollars and still have him talking about he's the most successful president? And I hear him undercover PR, aka Patches, don't discuss the fact that when the reggae girls qualified on both occasions, there was so much controversy around this man who says his federation is the most successful.
First of all, I know him saying it was
Orville.
No, you're saying this man said that, and I'm saying that was said by Speed on this program about Ricketts. Ricketts never actually said that himself, although I'm sure he wouldn't mind.
He says it's in the papers that he says is.
Oh, me never said the article. So if it's there, I take it.
Yeah, I've actually heard him saying it for true.
All right.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, Patches.
Yeah.
Because
but if the man has
undercover.
All right. So here's my PR word.
Yeah.
As a PR, I'm saying if the man has qualified more teams for
No. He was president of the organization, and both times the reggae girls.
All right, but if more teams has qualified,
the most controversial. As a matter of fact,
well, and allow the PR.
Go PR.
Yeah, I'm saying.
I got to Speed afterwards.
I'm saying if under his presidency, we have qualified 2 female teams and an under 17 team. I don't know that we have qualified so many teams, and probably Captain Barrett. Then if the man says, I am up there with the most successful president, what is wrong with that?
No,
if qualification
nothing.
to World Cup is the yardstick.
And under his presidency, we gave away 1.4 billion Jamaican dollars.
Yes, but we would have...
Yes.
Every time you go to there's only one time when we qualify for a World Cup.
1.4 billion Orville.
I am saying there's only one time when we qualify for a World Cup, So outside of Captain Burrell's stint, there has never been a successful
I think Peter is talking about in the ease which it was in this case.
Fine, but we can't.
That's why I use the term giveaway,
So knock the man for that.
Orville.
If you're going if you're going to knock Ricketts for us not qualifying, then you're going to have to give Ricketts credit for qualifying for some other world tour. Yeah,
as London and the other coach were qualified regular girls.
And
what do you think about it?
I am saying, my boss.
And his administration.
So
they're still on autopilot.
No. I'm not going as the PR. I'm saying if you are not going to give, if you are not going to give Ricketts credit when the team qualifies, then you can't give Ricketts blame when the team does not qualify.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. So you decide.
And which one is worse?
Which one is worse?
Yeah, worse.
I don't understand the question.
Oh, the 1.4 billion question. Anyway, we could move on to Rudolph Speed.
Yeah.
This man is in an organization. What can we call it? Organization? In a local club, Jamaica Friends and Family. And this man sat down and see where, this is a good thing for Rudolph Speed. I am chairman of the technical committee, if that is what them call themselves.
Yeah.
This man knows how much is paid to a coach of the Jamaica national senior football team. He know this. Right?
Different coaches are paid different amounts, though.
Hold on. Let me talk now, please.
No, but you're saying that he knows how much coaches are paid, and I'm saying coaches' salary is a matter of negotiation. There's no set figure.
And also your experience.
You will have a range, correct?
Depends on who you are.
The local base coaches range are usually different,
What Tapper was getting was not what McLaren was getting.
Or Hal.
Or Hal.
But at least he would have an idea as to in other words, what I'm coming to. Rudolph Speed will have an idea how much he's going to pay himself after him wiggling way into the position now of senior national coach.
How does he wiggle his way, though?
I mean, you just have to look at it. Chairman of the technical committee. All right?
Appointed by Michael Ricketts.
Please. Appointed by the puppet, yes?
Yes.
Who to tell if I know Speed appoint Michael Ricketts? Because we know how the
no, but Peter Principle, you know me is not one of the PR people, like how you describe of it. But Rudolph Speed, based on his coaching in the last 5 years, is up there to get the job.
We do. With all
of the other Jamaica people them available.
Oh, yeah, you mean Jamaicans?
Yeah, then the Jamaican can't. Why a Jamaican can't coach a team?
No, I'm not saying a Jamaican.
Yeah, and I'm saying if you're gonna go to Jamaica, Rudolph Speed will be right in the mix.
Yeah, man, right in the mix. But based on what I've seen with the Cavaliers Manning Cup team, and what I've seen against New Caledonia and Democratic Republic of Congo, it not make it for me.
All right, me disagree. If me going purely based on him coaching ability in the last 5 years, he would be in the mix. Although me have Kohli ahead of him still.
Yeah, but that's the other thing. Who is more qualified, him or Kohli?
Both of them very, very qualified. What are the qualifications me I use?
Who is more?
It don't matter, my boss.
Where are you?
They are both qualified, but so I'm using the coaching ability, the tactics. When I say how them team train and all of that, those sort of things.
Yeah. You mean the local? You mean the Cavaliers Manning Cup team?
Yeah, the man, Cavaliers.
I know the Jamaica.
They were back. They're back-to-back defending champions. And then they went on to win the Caribbean Championship,
Zidane.
And then weren't embarrassed by Inter Miami.
Zidane.
No man, cuss him for the technical work. No, Peter Principle, just work with me. Cuss him for the technical work, and you can see him as a part of the JFF board, so I'm feeling in that regard too. But you see him coaching, you can't beat him too hard.
And I'm saying to you, Zidane, with all due respect, at my age, and I'm not ashamed to tell people I'm 62.
Yes.
I think I can make not only a Manning Cup team, but I can probably sit down for one of the Premier League teams in this country.
All right.
The standard is not that high, sir.
No, but he went on to win the Caribbean Championship.
Yeah, Tapa would say he did the same thing.
Yeah, but Tapa is one of the better coaches as well.
Tapa is what
if the standard wasn't that high, why are the other coaches in Jamaica not winning it? Why is Speed and Tapa the coaches that have gone to the last
I know, like things like mouth players, and it comes down to money and who is pumping.
No, Cavalier, no, money. No, but Cavalier
recycle. Don't say that, Zidane.
No, I'm saying Cavalier don't spend. No, they don't.
So Cavalier have more money than the other club in Jamaica.
No, they don't spend a lot of money. No, but they're talking about after the fact.
Cavalier, we have the little boy play. Probably What you talk about, Peter Principle?
No, you have the one there. The coaching aspect of it, you can't kill him, my boss. He has done well.
Peter Principle, change your last name.
All right. Locally, that's your opinion, still. I don't agree with it.
What is my opinion? That Speed's budget isn't the biggest.
No. You said locally, he's doing this and he's doing that.
He's doing well. Isn't he doing well as a local coach?
What's the opinion in that?
And I'm saying to you, the local thing is nothing to write home.
So no local coach must put.
I leave it right there, so because we get in the 2 cents worth.
All right.
Two people need to jump off the $1.4 billion wagon.
All right. Yeah, Peter Principle.
Man. Big up yourself.
The question I keep asking for the Ricketts, and I've been asking from yesterday, from the Ricketts must go supporters, the people who think my cricket should go. I want, and it's like how we can say, no Speed,
Miguel
give us cool.
Yeah.
No Ricketts, who should we give? Who should we get?
No, I think the president has done it.
We take a break. We're coming back in this hour. For Just Bed, right? This beat? Yeah, we're coming back.
That's the number one.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by HChem, Western Sports, Megamart, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, and D'Angelo Auto Spares and Accessories Limited.
Andy Robertson will leave Liverpool at the end of the season when his contract expires. In the summer, the club has announced Robertson, 32, joined the Reds from Hull City in 2017 for £8 million and has won 2 Premier League titles and the Champions League during his time on Merseyside. In a video announcing his decision, the Scotland captain said, "I think now is the time for me to move on." And that's your Sports in a Minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Western Sports, the sports people, Megamart, best value by far, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard, and D'Angelo Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 876-929-9146.
You're listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio, Omega Radio, Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so it's time for Jesse Blake. Jesse, how are you? Oh, we're coming soon. We're coming
It's
soon.
now time for Just Bet Winner's Edge, where we take a look at some of the top sporting events and betting odds on the Just Bet sports betting program and show you how to bet and win big with Just Bet. Sponsored by Just Bet, Jamaica's #1 sports betting game. From Supreme Ventures, offering the best betting odds and the fastest payouts on the market. Just Bet, your game, your passion.
All right, time for Just Bet. Jesse, how are you doing?
I'm very well this afternoon, Orville. Sorry about that. How are you doing?
Boy, I'm holding on and surviving.
Holding on. That's it.
Yes,
man. You're doing much better than that, man.
All right. If you say so, I'll agree with you.
I know so.
All right. All right, so we'll go to the EPL, which we haven't had an EPL game for a little bit, but now we get down back to the nitty-gritty of the Premier League. Arsenal will be hosting Bournemouth this Saturday. How do you see that going?
All right. Arsenal have struggled in recent weeks, losing in both domestic cups and were not at their best, despite beating Sporting Lisbon 1-0 in the Champions League quarterfinals last Tuesday. But in the Premier League, the Gunners have won their last 4 games and know that a 5th straight success will see them move 12 points clear of second place Manchester City. Bournemouth might have drawn their last 5 Premier League games, but head to the Emirates on the longest unbeaten run currently in the top flight, 11 matches. Now, the Gunners actually were the last team to beat the Cherries of Bournemouth way back in early January. Well. According to the final result bet option, we start off there, which is a simple straight-up basic option that offers odds on each team to win and odds on the draw. The Gunners at home are favored to win at $1.41. The Cherries of Bournemouth, $7 even. The draw at $4.33. Of course, the final result bet option is one of a plethora of betting options that we have available for you at Just Bet, and we encourage you to take advantage of them all by visiting justbetja.com or supremegames.com, or downloading the Supreme Ventures gaming app, or popping into one of our over 100 Just Bet locations island-wide, where you'll have the opportunity to exploit all of the betting options that we have available for either one half of football or for the entire game. When it comes to football, though, this afternoon we want to introduce you to yet another betting option that we have available at Just Bet, and it's simply combo bets. What are combo bets? Combo bets are predetermined bets featuring 2 selections that we offer at Just Bet. Let's give an example of what we are talking about, because this one can pay off very well. And as a matter of fact, let's up the betting dollar to show you a bit more about how you can win a lot of money with the combo betting option. For this game, combo bets you can place include, remember now, 2 selections. So for example, if there are over 2.5 goals in the match, so that means 3 or more, and one team scores, regardless of which team, a $2,500 bet pays $12,500 in winnings. Here's another combo bet you can place for this game. If there are under 2.5 goals in the match, which means 2 or less, and both teams score, so that could be a 1-all draw, for example, a $2,500 bet would pay $21,250 in winnings. These are just some of the many combo bets that you can place with us at Just Bet. Well, for me, I'm going to be taking Arsenal to win this game by 3-1. That would make it with a $2,500 bet. One team scores. Yeah, I'm looking at that $12,500 in winnings, you know. And I'm going to take the Gunners to win at $1.41 by the Just Bet final result bet option.
Can't disagree with a 3-1 victory. Arsenal should be able to get the better of Bournemouth. They know that any lapses now could mean opening a slight window of possibility for City. I don't see them doing that. So, yeah, 3-1 probably seems just about right.
All right, not a problem. And, of course, do remember the Gunners of Arsenal at home are favored to win at $1.41 straight up.
Now, this one should be a little bit less straightforward, where Chelsea will welcome Manchester City this Sunday. If Arsenal, well, let me hear your take on it.
Well, nothing less than a win will do for Orville Higgins' Manchester City, given Arsenal are in action 28 hours later with that 9-point lead at the top of the EPL. No. Here it is at 9-point gap. City can't afford any slip-ups here. Chelsea, meanwhile, have seen their fortunes fluctuate over the past few weeks. Currently sitting in 6th are the Blues of Chelsea. They are still within a chance of securing that top 4 finish for Champions League action come next campaign. The manager of Chelsea has recently been called into question over his tactics. Definitely Chelsea needs to turn things around. In the league, they've just picked up 4 points from their previous 5 league outings. Well, in a desperate situation are the Blues of Chelsea. But according to the JustBet final result bet option, Manchester City on the road is still favored to win this game at $2.05. Chelsea come in at $2.90 for the win, and the draw attracts odds, quite decent odds here, of $4 even. Well, let's turn to the bet builder option that we have available for you at JustBet, and as against the combo bets that gives you 2 selections, and these would be predetermined by us at JustBet. The bet builder option actually places even more power and gives even more value to you, because you can make up to 6 different betting selections on one game, whereas a combo bet only gives you 2 selections, and it gives you the opportunity to build the exact type of bet that you want for your betting dollar. Let's give a couple of examples of how you can bet and win big with us at JustBet with the bet builder option for Chelsea versus Manchester City this Sunday, 10:30 in the morning, Jamaica time. Bets that you can build include, if it is the home team, that's Chelsea, winning the first half. If there are over 2.5 goals in the match, so that means 3 or more, and they are under 7.5 corners for the match in total, so that's 7 or less. A $2,500 bet would pay $35,000 in winnings. Well, here's another bet that you can build. If City wins the match, if the first half though ends in a draw, and the City scores over 2.5 goals, so that means 3 or more, a $500 bet pays $27,500 in winnings. And of course, for this one, we have a couple pro tips for you for the big spenders out there. Good afternoon to our big spenders. We know persons that are throwing down a lot of money on these games. Let's take, for example, $10,000. If Manchester City wins the match, with over 3.5 cards issued, whether yellow or red, so that means 4 more cards, and Erling Haaland scores first for Manchester City in the match, Orville's top striker, your $10,000 bet would pay out $70,000 in winnings. Let's take that $10,000 again. Excuse me, and this one is pretty simple. Chelsea winning the first half, Manchester City coming back to win the match. Your $10,000 multiplies to $160,000 in winnings. The team has put in a lot of work to ensure that you get even more value by having way more opportunities to bet and win big with us at JustBet. We're increasing the betting odds, where we're looking at how we can go about serving you even better or betting public. Well, for me, Chelsea, City desperate for points, but they might be looking at a 12-point gap. And knowing that Arsenal might just win at home against Bournemouth, I'm sure Manchester City will be gunning for a win here. I'm going to be taking Manchester City to win this game in a close one, 2-1. So that would mean 2-1 will be under 2.5 goals for City, would be under 2.5 goals for the match as well. And definitely taking Chelsea to score at least 1 goal in this one. This one should be pretty interesting, but definitely taking City to win as well at $2.05 in a close game, straight up.
Yeah, I like that one as well. But Manchester City will have to come out trying to score goals. More the better. Which does give Chelsea an opportunity to find a goal from somewhere. I like the $10,000 for 160,000 if Chelsea scores in the first half and City score after that. So I'll take that. Chelsea to score in the first half, City to come back and score 2. My 10 grand would number 160 grand. Yeah, that if I were ever to find myself with 10 grand at any point in time in life, that is what I would do with it.
That shows that the next break on the sports desk. All right, fine. Chelsea winning the first half, City coming back to win 2-1, Orville.
Yeah.
Yep, definitely in line for that $160,000 payday with your $10,000. You spend more than that on lunch alone, my friend. So you should be fine.
There you go. All right. So we go down now to the Italian Serie A. We're Inter Milan are at home to Como.
Yep.
How do you see that one going?
Como. Can you imagine? Como, not a household name in Serie A.
No.
This game takes place Sunday at 1:45. But here it is that Como, they usually play in the third tier of the Serie of Italian football, but they have come on so strongly under coach Cesc Fabregas, once of Arsenal fame as well. He's done such an impressive job that this once third tier stalwart in the form of Como actually have a chance to qualify for the Champions League next campaign. They're currently sitting fourth right now, taking on an Inter team though that really is sticking on all cylinders. They actually are coming off that 5-2 spanking in their last game. They won that one 5-2, and it was definitely a great game for the league's top scorer, Lautaro Martinez of Inter, to maintain their position atop Serie A by 7 points over the defending champions Napoli. And according to the Just Bet final result bet option, Inter should win this game. They're the favorite, $2.22. Como to win, $3.10. The draw, $3.25. Correct score bets you can face for this game include, of course, correct score betting gives you yet another opportunity to make a lot of money for your betting dollar. Let's take $2,500 this time. Como 2-0 would pay $42,500 in winnings with a $2,500 bet. Como 3-0, $2,500 gets you $65,000. Como 3-2, $90,000 and upper with a $2,500 bet. Inter 2-0 would pay $52,500 in winnings with a $500 bet. It gets better. Inter 3-2, $77,500 in winnings with a $2,500 bet. But even better than that, if Inter can beat Como by 2-1, which is more than realistic, a $2,500 bet pays out $127,500 in winnings. Need I say more? Lots of money out there to bet and win big with us at Just Bet, and that's where I'm going with my money. Inter 2-1, $127,000 in winnings with a $2,500 bet. Inter to win at $2.22 straight up.
I can't disagree with you with Inter 2-1 either. Inter are 14 spots ahead of Como in the league, 72-58 respectively. 2-1 sounds just about right for me as well, my boss.
Inter 2-1 would pay $127,500 in winnings with a $2,500 bet.
All right, take us to the break.
For all of your favorite sports and more, to bet and win big with us at Just Bet, and of course to learn more about the Gold Rush, to find a Just Bet location, to learn how to bet and win big with us, make it justbetja.com, supremegames.com, the Supreme Benches Gaming app, or pop into one of our over 100 Just Bet locations island-wide. We look forward to serving you. Of course, all to you, your team, and the listeners from all of us at Just Bet. Stay safe, enjoy the games. Have a wonderful weekend, my friend. I will catch up next week. Take care.
All right, Jesse Blake, and with that, we take a break. More calls on the other side.
It's now time for that was the Just Bet Winner's Edge, sponsored by Just Bet, Jamaica's #1 sports betting game from Supreme Ventures, offering the best betting odds and the fastest payouts on the market. Just Bet, your game, your passion. For more information, visit justbetja.com.
Broadcasting live, Omega, Radio Omega, Radio Omega. You're listening to Omega Radio. Broadcasting live, Omega Radio Omega. Radio Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so we're back. Hello.
Gentlemen.
Oh, this is
Pioneered.
Yeah, man, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, not too bad.
Good.
Zidane, I ask you something. You observe that the public sentiment regarding people being disgruntled about Mr. Speed continued presence and involvement in our football is getting.
I don't know if it's getting louder, but you do have some people who they don't want him. Yes. I wouldn't call it corruption. I don't know why we call. Yeah, yes, I'm saying I wouldn't call. Yeah, man, I heard it, man. I wouldn't call it that.
My opinion wasn't sought from Pioneer. But if Mr. Gould uses those words, Mr. Gould is talking absolute rubbish. Straight. Good.
Well, if there's a rivalry between himself, his club, he feels that there's a battle and a rivalry between himself and he thinks that being the coach of the national team, then Mount Pleasant players may be slighted. Then I could understand his concern if he feels that. No, if there's a real if, for example, you remember when the incident occurred when they say it was Real Speed who alerted the authorities to the ineligible players that. They were no, but that one would be sabotage. I know him play them alone get called. No, that one they wouldn't be sabotage. No, that one they wouldn't be sabotage. Actually, if your players are called, it's a boost for you, you know. No, but it's not his players. No, man, that would be a bad example because he called other Premier League players as well. Yes. Nobody nobody hold on the pioneer. When they call it 23 man squad, everybody know must play though. That can't be a sabotage example.
Lord have mercy.
No, but I don't like that example. No, man, I heard it, man. Yes. Yes. I have a question for you. All right. I have a question for you. All right. See, all right. Boycott is a very serious thing, you know, so it seems as if it's drastic. So let me ask you, what is so bad about Mr. Speed being hired as the national team coach? As an admin, yes. No, what I wanted to, you don't understand the question, you know. So that's why you're talking about. You're talking about Real Speed as an administrator because we all agree that he's the main guy. But I'm saying as a coach, I'm not asking him as an administrator. I'm saying what problem would you have as him being the coach, not an administrator, the coach? Yes.
I believe that a man who is directly responsible for the debacle we just got through should be in any way rewarded or awarded any position of football. I think he should be asked to resign and leave the football.
So you don't care about him. So you don't care about him ability as a coach, none at all.
We have other coaches with similar ability. I probably want to consider better ability. By the way, to answer Orville's question that he has been asking on the radio for days, as to if not Mr. Ricky, who Jamaica have many competent sports administrators. You see a man like Mr. Chris Williams. Mr. Chris Williams, who was just in a chairman of the JPS, brought a kind of vibrance and energy to the JPS.
All right, so
I want the job.
No, man, it's not.
But I love to see a man like Mr.
No, but remember, it's an elected thing, you know.
Yeah.
So tell Mr. Williams.
This is an appeal now to the parish president.
Right.
That you could do yourself a great service by appointing a man who, like a Chris Williams or a Chris Derring, somebody who Jamaica would look up. Hold on, allow me now.
No, Pioneer, you keep talking, and every time somebody wants to interact, you say, allow you. Why are you not allowing me?
Go ahead, Orville. Say what you're saying.
I'm saying Mr. Chris Derring is tied up as CEO for West Indies, so you could count him out of that.
We don't know if he would have interest in the Jamaican.
Why would you want to be JFF president when you are the CEO of the West Indies board? And he's been asked that question many times.
We mentioned Mr. Chris.
But here's what.
I mentioned Mr.
Allow me.
You have a problem with Mr. Williams?
No, I'm saying Mr. Williams would first have to get himself elected. So what you must do is encourage Mr. Williams to put his hat in the ring.
And I'm saying, I'm answering your question. You asked a question, you have been answering on here, and there's a process also.
Here's another question.
Like Mr. Williams. Hold on, brother.
Here's another question I want to. You call no. You call a name. No problem. After you call a name,
yeah,
good.
Go ahead.
The other question is, if we should boycott Jamaica's football if Speed is in charge, why are we not boycotting it for the man who employed Speed?
Because I think even though I have grave problems.
Hold a line.
Okay.
We're coming.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Yeah, Pioneer. What if you are against the court? Yeah. You're not answering what I'm asking, doing a Pioneer, and you're using up more time. And keep telling me to allow your boss. You are not allowing the questions, and you're just rambling. Time limited, Pioneer. The question is, if you are so adamant that we must not go to the games if Speed is in charge, why are you not prepared to take the same stance for the man who presides and who hired Speed? Just answer that, no man, and stop rambling.
There issues. I'm doubting Mr. Ricketts' ability as an administrator. I think what he did was basically handed over this World Cup qualification.
So why are you not punishing him for that? What if he handed over the reins to Speed and
what we are asking Mr. Ricketts to do now, that as the president of the JFF and the man who is supposed to have the rein in your hand, take that rein in your hand and ask Mr. Speed to step aside.
And if he does not,
hold on, I'm going to answer the question. And if Mr. Ricketts can't do that, then we have asked him to resign too.
But it's easier. But Pioneer, stop. Allow me, as you would say, boss. It is almost certain now that Speed will be offered the job, and that announcement will be made before the next match at Stadium. You know.
And so the public,
hold on. Listen to the point. Listen to the point.
Yeah, go ahead.
The question of who will be appointed. You say if Mr. Ricketts is prepared to give Speed the job, then get rid of Ricketts, then boycott it for Ricketts as well. That's
well, What I get to the boycott the games, it won't only affect Mr. Speed, it affect Mr. Ricketts. It affect the entire jet.
No, the question is, why aren't we boycotting the stadium for the man who hired Speed? Me not understand your logic.
We are calling for what we are calling for. And obviously, if Mr. Ricketts fails to be the administrator that Jamaica's parish president vote for him to be, then we have also asked the parish president. Saying in the nooks and crannies of Jamaica, people are going to do what they need to ensure that come the next election.
I think your stance that
the parish president.
I think your stance. All right, Penny, your stance, you are entitled to it, but it's a little illogical.
In your opinion, Orville.
No, man, if I'm going to boycott the stadium.
Orville, by the way, did Mr. Ricketts come on your show one day?
Answer me and my brethren.
And said to you that he's thanking you for always being in his corner.
Then me not always na Mr. Ricketts' corner.
All right.
What is wrong with that?
Do you think that if you're a man who is a journalist or somebody in sports media?
Mr. Ricketts is somebody that...
Let me just give me a chance, sir. Please. Yeah. Allow me, please. Let me come on the program.
I am wanting to boycott the stadium right now for Mr. Ricketts. So I'm in I'm corner right now.
All right. So I'm saying to you, my boy, when a president of an association, a sporting association in Jamaica, that is riddled with problems all over, from the top to the bottom, can come on a program that is hosted by a prominent sports media personality in Jamaica and say, thank you for always being in my corner. It speaks to the credibility of that media personality, because an organization like the JFF, rife with problems, should be worthy of criticism. But for no say a prominent sports media person can't find it in him heart, can't find the credibility and the dignity of his profession to criticize an organization like that. Make a question the credibility of such person.
You can question the credibility.
I wonder if the person is compromised in some ways.
You can question it all you like. You're coming off as a miserable anti-JFF man, as you've always been.
Okay, my brother. I'm going to say, and we'll continue to be that. I'm going to continue.
And I will continue.
We're asking the sport-loving public of Jamaica to exercise the little bit of power that we have, which is with dollars that we spend for support sport.
Your words are an exercise in
show these people that we are the people who have the power. See, now we have to exert the power that we have by withdrawing our support for any game where Jamaica is playing and Mr. Speed is the national coach. Please ignore the voices of the advocates and the PR people like Orville Higgins. They're up on the radar right now.
All right, big up yourself.
Gentlemen, have yourself a wonderful day.
Exercising futility. That panel is that. People, after years in this business, I am not afraid to be critical of anybody. But there's a difference between being critical and going on a witch hunt or get personal. A lot of people in sports in Jamaica are people whom I consider my friends. I have criticized Mr. Ricketts in the past, and I have criticized Mr. Speed in the past. But I'm not going to be like Pioneer and come up, people must boycott national games. That won't happen. That will not happen. But we take the truth. One from Agent Sasko, God Nasty.
Hold on then. How you think you're hiding from? Say I from yourself. Hear me now. Check. Just remember this. Versatile. Yo, remember say God not slave. All when you are going with that, you feel say nobody not say. Remember say God not slave. Whenever you feel for rob and rape and kill, and whenever you want it. Remember God not slave. When you only on no Sunday, but you're dirty for the rest of the week, y'all. Remember God not slave. Every time you're bound for make a wrong move. Remember this before you do it. Remember he's the Lord of Lords, the King of all kings. Just remember that he knows and he see it all things, all sins, all of the details. The small things is like the super camera running the film of all films, and I'm talking the wicked and the dark place. All our war seeking cover in the dark place. See when you hide it and things so that him can't get you. If only when you take your last breath, cause God not slave. So all when you want one with that you feel so nobody not say. Just remember God not slave. Whenever you feel for rob and rape and kill, whenever you want it. Remember God not slave. Him see what you do yesterday and all of what you keep up last week. Remember say God not slave. Every time you out to make a wrong move, think before you beat. Because what? Him never choose you appreciate him always right away. Never take no vacation. I go on a break, so if you feel so you can drink him, you're making a mistake. No fake ticket can get you through the pearly gate. So make a change before it's too late. Talking to the murderers and all who are thief and who are rape, who see the route and try to deviate. Time for you just get back on the narrow and the straight. Cause God not say, all when you are born with that you feel nobody not say. Remember, God not say, whenever you feel for rob and rape and kill, whenever you want change, just remember say God not say. Yes, all who are one fan of one life say them a shame. Just remember say God not say. Hear me now, I don't want to misunderstand you. Watch out, because I'm not trying to preach to you. Me just a beg and I beseech to you. What the Father listen me, I teach to you. Heart dirty, clean that. Let Jah be the bleach to you. Cause how you treat people, same thing I go reach to you. So it no matter if you ball or dialogues. If you a Catholic, Muslim, or even Orthodox. When you carry no to dirty acts, just remember him no need no spectacles and him no wear no contacts. And God not say, so all when you are born with that you think nobody not say. Remember so God not say, whenever you feel for rob and rape and kill, whenever you want change, just remember so God not say. When you only have Sunday but you dirty for the rest of the week, yo. Remember so God not say. Well it's another one. Just look it's not say. It's not sleep. What's the time? Remember, say God not sleep. It's not sleep, it's not sleep. Again, tell them say God not sleep. So, who a wolf fan of one life, say them a shame, yo, God not sleep. Him see what you do yesterday, last month, and last week, yes, God not sleep.
All right, so that was Agent Sasko saying God nah sleep. That's our first selection. Let's what do we do, Miss B? We go back online. Hello.
Rhythm check.
Garvey.
A witch hunt.
Yeah, man.
Mr. Higgins, you know what a witch hunt is?
People coming at people unfairly. Pioneer has been an anti-rickets man ever since I can remember.
Anti-rickets man.
Yeah, man.
So what about me?
Anti-JFF.
What about me? So me upon a witch hunt to take down Mr. Ricketts. Because me want Mr. Ricketts to go years now, me after that.
Well, I remember more Pioneer than you.
By the way, our Uncle Dave made I want to be the president of the JFF, yeah?
Who's that? Dave Cameron?
One Uncle Dave.
Then tell me
who that be one.
Who that? Dave Cameron?
Can only be him. Which other one?
No.
More somebody with an actual brain and know how to lead with things, brother. When me listen to Mr. Ricketts speak, he might be a nice man, you know, but I don't know. Maybe if I met him in the world, he'd be a casual, nice fellow. You know what I mean? But me not hear cerebral. Me not hear nothing cerebral. Me not hear nothing visionary. Me just hear blah, 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 blah. Me not hear nothing.
You said that now?
Just like when me hear road speed talk, me have to wonder, say, how can a man say 10% of a player is talent and we have that the man a lead the football? That cannot be possible.
Okay.
How can we have our most talented player, Mr. Higgins? 4 years from now. How old will Whisper be 4 years from now, Zidane?
23.
Good. So you figure, say, at 23, Zidane, you would want this guy to be a central part of your next qualifying campaign. So, then what better exposure for him than put him in a do or die match?
Okay, so let me repeat. I have repeatedly said I didn't agree with Mr. Speed. None at all. For left out Whisper.
So which one come in?
How what?
So which one come in? Why your style Pioneer say which one in the one?
Pioneer has been an anti-JFF man all him life.
No, man. So you're saying there's no credibility for people to ask Rudolph Speed's resignation right now?
In Pioneer's case, no, because Pioneer is not credible.
Oh my goodness, man. Come on, man.
Listen, come on. All right, here's my thing with Pioneer now. And I've said it to Mr. P, for example, when he comes at Michael Caine. If all you can do is see faults and flaws, even when good things are happening, then any criticism coming from you is compromised.
What is Mr. Ricketts' greatest trait, Mr. Higgins?
The man under his watch.
No, his greatest trait.
Here are the facts, my boss. Under his watch, we're blaming him now. We're blaming Michael Ricketts now for us not qualifying for World Cup, Senior World Cup.
We have got about Women's World Cup.
And the under 17 and the under 17 men
Nobody
that we
cares
qualify.
about that, Mr. Higgins.
No man, they don't want to work. What do you mean nobody cares?
No, we are close to how they care about us not qualifying for the men's World Cup.
I agree. But I'm saying if you're going to give him the blame for us not qualifying for the men's senior World Cup, you have to be prepared to give him the credit for the women that qualified and for the under 17 that day.
Let me give you an example, Mr. Higgins.
If you're not if you're not prepared to do that, if you're not prepared to give somebody credit when things go right.
Me like when you say online watch, cause just watch me see my watch, me not see my do no work.
Fine.
Sit down and watch other people do the work.
Well, if you are not prepared to give somebody their credit when something happen under their watch, then you can't blame them when something wrong happen under their watch either. You not for this side of the man.
Hold on. Yes, we're coming.
It's the
You're listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio, Omega Radio, Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Yeah, back with you, Gabi.
Yeah, so Zidane, may I ask you a question? Clarendon College is known for its dominance in schoolboy football. That is their strongest sporting trait over their history, right?
Yes.
Let's say you have a new principal come at Clarendon College. After 20 years, Zidane, them can't even make a D-Cup final, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the people up at Chapelton start to, boy, Jano, this man have to go, you know. Seeing some voices start get loud. You think the principal could have come back and retire and look at them and say, but wait, we make 2 netball final under my watching, you know.
No, but that's a fool example.
What the people are more. No, it's what the people.
Let me tell you why that's
against the passion for
well, let me tell you why it's a fool.
It's a part.
Are you going
some compared
let me tell you why it's a fool example. The principal at Clarendon College is not there primarily to win football.
Oh God,
hold on. I am going to make the argument, you know. The principal can make the case that I am not here primarily to develop football. What if the principal can then say, but the cricket team did well, the netball team did well, the academics are great, the thing. Why are you just calling out for football? Would he be wrong?
Yes. You know what would happen, Mr. Higgins? It's because of the superior. Listen, If CC got to play cricket, if they got to play,
you know, and so let me ask you, what if while your criticism about Jacob, the passes are higher? It wouldn't make no sense. Listen what you have said on radio, brother.
I can give you an American example. Just listen and learn, man.
Me not listening and learning. Listen to the question I ask you, boss. The people in Upper Chapelton want the cup.
They don't want to hear about how you do good in a TT, brother.
What about school? What about the principal can say the passes have doubled?
Been a good brother. CC been a good academic institution for the day start, so he couldn't use that.
And what if he has improved it?
Improved it what? Marginally?
Significantly.
What do you mean significantly? He can't improve it significantly because CC is already.
No, man, I rubbish at that. You mean he cannot improve it significantly? You're telling me that
marginally
that's
move that.
No, man, I rubbish at that, man. You're telling me that don't run to know Zidane. You're telling me that the principal of
tell you what is the problem with you,
the problem with me is that you're on the line too long because you're gonna get too personal now.
No credence into the people that are saying, no, me not to get personal with you. We cannot use the truth and crush you.
What is the truth?
Listen and learn. You not put no credence into the people that are calling for Rudolph speech.
No. I'm not. No.
What you are on radio doing is defending your friends. And Mr. Ricketts don't expose your abilities. But my question to you is this, Mr. Higgins.
We're going to have a discussion.
I can see why. Here's the question to you.
Yeah.
I can see why people like Mike Ricketts and Rudolph Speed would want to have somebody in the media that is on their side trumpet. I get that. That is a benefit to them. Here is my question to you. What is the benefit to Orville Higgins?
Next guy. All right, next guy. So let me say it again. I have said, me not think CFAS get enough time on the football field. Do I need to repeat that? Whisper should never not be in the squad. I've said both these things. Now, what is it that I should say that make one think say, give me the next guy. Long live the man that I think one thing. I still got there. Mr. Ricketts should not resign. Mr. Ricketts, stay where you're there. The delegates in 2 years will have a decision to make.
Well, he won't be running back, so.
He's
yeah. Gone in 2 years.
Do not make them push out before
finish out your term.
Finish your term.
Yeah.
And as for Mr. Speed, me not blocking no road nor come up nor not turn up to the stadium. Now, if that makes me whatever it is, then so be it. Me never agree with everything with Mr. Speed. I have not always agreed with Mr. Ricketts. Mr. Ricketts, for example, got in trouble for saying some defamatory things about a particular footballing man. And me Bennett got him in court. And I've come on this program and said, Mr. Ricketts, you had no right to say these things on a program.
Yeah.
But his detractors won't hear that. Mr. Ricketts is somebody that I get along very well with. Just like how I get along very well with a lot of people. I mean, cantankerous and boisterous like how I may be. Dr. Bennett, for example, the president of cricket is somebody I get along well with. The president of netball, the president God Gale is somebody that I get along with. What do I do? Come cuss people for no entertainment. When they do things that I disapprove of, I am going to come here and say it. Nkrumah Bonner is probably the sportsman I'm closest with. And I've come on this program and said, Bonner, I understand why the people am dropping. Me never did a black no road when he got dropped. So if me can do that for my friend, when if you stop it, when I can't get on no way, when I get emotional people, me can't be like, Mr. Ricketts don't resign. And as for Mr. Speed, me never agree with Whisper getting dropped, but me coming to the next match that you are the coach of. Want it in a Jamaica. Good. Now who want to die when I say that? Be my guest. No, stop being so emotional. Next call. Hello.
Mohammed.
What you say, Mohammed? Yes, man. Why not?
I want to go on here, sir. I'm still on?
Yeah,
man, you're on.
Yeah, man. Number one disciple.
Yes, indeed.
As usual, I have a question to ask the both hosts, you know?
Yes.
And let's hope me can get a question. Little Samson.
Mm-hmm.
Because with this debacle now over the, what I call it, not qualifying for this World Cup now, and let's say moving forward now, we need a coach, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Because the guys then can't train themselves or coach themselves. So my question to you now, Licky Samson. Miguel Coley, Speed, head coach.
Me would have take Miguel Coley.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Moving on, coming away. You know, love sit on your fence, you know. Come on, you strong. You too strong for sitting on your fence. Come now, my Messiah. Same question. Speed, Coley, head coach.
On the basis of what I saw in
No,
his,
man. Oh, my goodness, Orville, man.
But you ask, are your
question?
question me? I got answer. You know?
No, but I'm saying to you, Orville, a head coach.
But I
need a head coach, you know.
But I was
Coley, Speed.
I was is that question me that got answer?
You know why you're not wine up?
No man, I forgot to take the wine up.
So what?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the wine up. I'm gonna take the wine up.
Well, yeah, I forgot to take the wine.
I'm gonna take the wine up.
Yeah, I forgot to take the wine up.
My goodness.
On the basis of, tell me when you're ready for the start.
Yeah, man, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
You asked me which of the two would I use as
yes, head coach.
On the basis of what I've seen Mr. Speed done with Cavalier here in Jamaica. Youngest team. So I'm going to start again. On the basis of what I've seen Mr. Speed done with the Cavalier team, the youngest team in the country, winning back-to-back titles and winning in the region. He gets a lot of plaudits and pluses from me. From what I saw of Mr. Speed when he's given the job, the two matches, because I didn't see the two World Cup friendly games, the two World Cup qualifying games, I have not seen any reason why, if he's appointed, I would not support it. That is my answer to your question.
So give me it straight in one word.
Rudolph
Speed or Coley?
Speed.
Are you satisfied with the display that Mr. Speed shows over these two qualifying?
Yes. I've seen enough.
And the fact that he made so much blunder, I mean, in terms of selecting players and how he
wasn't happy with the selections, but I'm a result man. If Mr. Speed pick him two cousin them and the team perform well enough, I don't have no problems. And if Mr. Speed pick everybody when me think him should have picked and the team not look good, Miss also will have a problem. Based on who him pick, may have my problems. But based on how me see the team look and the fact that we got a result in the first game that was positive, and it took a team around 20 odd plays ahead of we to the 100th minute before them could have scored and a disputed goal at that, I wouldn't take it away from him. That is my answer.
All right, we're going to move on. CPL now coming up, Orville. Any news on the start of the CPL?
In August, man, CPL will come. Jamaica will get 4 games here, I understand.
So the Jamaica Tala has been reinstated?
No, them have a different name. Jamaica Kings or something like that. Kingsmen or Kings or something.
Oh, different name, not Talawas.
Yeah. No.
Kingsmen.
The Talawas name guy.
But I've not been listening to the show since the beginning of the holiday weekend. Sorry about that. But right all day, one race, I think it was on Easter Monday. A very good time. And did any of the racing generals call and mention anything about that race, the Ian Levy Cup?
No, we haven't heard any calls on horse racing.
Goodness, what the man then do? Gone away from racing. I'm a radio son. I'm not hear them say nothing about. Although I haven't been listening still, but I think right all day, the mile was clocked 1 minute 35, and I think it was 3/5 or 4/5 of a second.
Yeah.
Which is just about 2/5 of the track record, So if this horse stays sound going forward, he's going to be very unbeatable,
Okay.
The future races to come.
All right.
But it surprised me, I no hear none of the racing general. That's why some man may be the king when he come on to racing.
Yeah, man. The racing man, them attack football now.
Our Prince, Mr. P the king, and Mammy be the prince.
Okay.
So that's all.
You're going to hear some football for a little bit until racing start time, man. Give it time.
All right.
All right.
Big up on yourself.
So let me say it one more time. If we stop conflating the issues regarding Mr. Speed, he has too many positions. His decision to advise us to help select McLaren, in hindsight, we can knock him for that. In hindsight, we can knock him for the conflicting roles. And I think him can't continue with all those roles. Well, he has already said him retire. Him no longer the technical director. I think I think Downs will have that post. Too many of you are
technical head.
Technical head of the technical.
It's not Downswell. I think it's the Manchester.
Oh, Barry Watson.
Yeah.
Barry Watson. You're right. But purely as a coach now, give a man a team and say try to get good results against the other team. When Mr. Cavalier perform in local football, and I watch local football, what Speed has done more with less than most coaches we may ever see coaching at Jamaica. Most.
Come on, going by the last 5 years is a candidate for sure. Me just like Willie better.
Fine. And when him get the national senior team over those 2 games, I was relatively impressed. Does that mean I was happy about everything? But me not allow the fact that a decent result. I can't change my mind. We're coming to happen.
Can't even no, without you holding my hand.
Praise the Lord. Greetings.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Edgechem, Western Sports, Megamart, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, and D'Angelo Auto Spears and Accessories Limited.
The defending champions, the Oklahoma City Thunder, clinched top spot in the Western Conference and home court advantage through the NBA playoffs with a 128-110 win against the Los Angeles Clippers in NBA action last night. The comfortable victory ensured the Thunder held off the San Antonio Spurs to secure the NBA's best regular season record of 64-16 and claim the Western Conference #1 seed for the third consecutive season. Thunder's Chet Holmgren led the way with 30 points and 14 rebounds, while Shai Gilgeous-Alexander contributed 20 points, 11 assists to extend his record for the most consecutive 20-point or more games to 140. And that's your Sports in a Minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Western Sports, the sports people, Megamart, best value by far, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard, and D'Angelo Auto Spears and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 876-929-9146.
You're listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio, Omega Radio, Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so news in the Spalding Cup now. So as you know, Stats 480 are all out. San Diego making a fairly spirited reply. They are 117 for 2. You still expect Stats to win.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
But yeah, them not, you know, throwing up them shoulders or dropping them shoulders. Them making a decent effort. 117 for 2 in reply to that big 480. What do? We go back. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon, gentlemen.
Mount Salem.
Yeah. Big up yourself, Garvey. Me like the name that you call. Good, I think Dave Cameron would be one of those persons who would make some decisions that need to be made.
Remember doing it is elected people. I forget elected, you know.
Yeah, I get to that too. Right. I'm one of the person, and this goes on contradicting now. I'm one of the person who are called for my tickets, you know. But if me my tickets, me not resign, you know.
Yeah,
I wouldn't resign.
Well, you could say both things if you were him, yeah, but you know what?
If me my tickets, me not resign, brother. You mad resign for what?
Yeah.
You please who? You mad? and they benefit me? Must be mad or resign. We have to go the legal way to get me out of that.
Yes.
Yeah. But me I call for you to resign though, Zidane. Yeah, you said we can't say the two in one.
Yeah, man, you can. Say if you're being objective, say listen, I'm in a position I'm doing the same thing, but outside, yeah.
Yeah, but one thing without the people what say they know Rudolph Speed if he be the head coach, Zidane. Mm-hmm. You are one of them too, but you don't really say it like that. But you know,
no. Hold on, man. No, the words are important in this one. Okay. I said I don't want. It's different. Not wanting and preferring somebody else is two different things.
Okay, but
right or yes.
You know, say if me and my cricket, me I call Rudolph Speed. All of them people I say they want to get rid of Rudolph Speed. Then don't realize that this is a golden opportunity to get rid of Rudolph Speed.
You know you're a genius, San Diego. Them not think.
Yeah, man, this is a golden opportunity. Just make him just resign for every other post.
And then no,
coach job.
If he's a great coach, then we'll benefit. And if he's not a great coach, then gone. You understand? So it's a win-win situation instead of cost of a career. That's what I tell them.
Coach alone.
Yeah.
No other position. Not even to cook the food again.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, man, not even to cook. So when if we don't know, so we're not good enough football already.
Because me not go right. What Pioneer want us to do is right off Rudolph Speed because he not like the other capacity that he has been in. But what if he's gonna be a great coach? Then we don't go benefit.
Well, I was it and but before that, Mike, if you sit him down and tell him, say, me are going to appoint you as head coach, but you are going to resign from every other post we have.
No, man, it can't work that he's on the board and be the coach at the same time. You would have to.
So, as we say, resign for everything else. Be the head coach. And when you feel we call for head.
Yeah.
It's simple. And when you call for head.
And it's easier to call for it's easier to call for the coach's head because his role is directly related to the results on the field.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So when Jamaica go down and Canada go get 4 love, we said, enough for you know real speed. Thank you very much. Have a nice day and gone.
Yeah. And if he's a great coach, then we benefit. We all happy. We qualify for World Cup and win.
Win. So if he's a great coach, Jamaica gone on the 2030 World Cup.
Yeah, and I win the Gold Cup.
And I win the Gold Cup and all them something.
You can't lose.
You can't lose.
You're right, my boss. I said it to somebody yesterday.
The people in my country, they don't want this and they don't want that.
I said the very same thing to somebody yesterday. I want to hear the voice note.
No, I don't hear the voice note. No, I don't hear, but how does that mean a thing, Zidane?
But what is interesting, if Ricketts will not be the president in 2 years' time, whoever that next president will be, will have the decision
to continue.
Assuming Rudolph gets the job.
Yeah.
No. Whether Rudolph continues or not continuing.
Allow Mr. Higgins,
nature to take its
if Rudolph Speed is if Rudolph Speed is only coaching the reggae boys alone, whoever is the president is irrelevant to the kind of get the result as head coach in a
No, man, no. I'm saying that next president may come in and decide so whatever Rudolph Speed would have done or not done, me want a different coach. Or whatever he has done or not done.
No, man. If you might get this big result, that's what Zidane say, win Gold Cup and all that something, then no matter who the president, they can't fire him.
What do you mean them can't fire?
No, when we say fire him, no. When we say they can fire him, but then go have less grounds to fire him.
Yeah, but may I tell you, let us say, God forbid, Craig Butler becomes the new president of the JFF.
What do you mean by God forbid?
Because I don't think it will happen. You think what Mr. Speed and I do between now and them time will make a difference if Craig gets it?
Then hold on, Zidane. If by some miracle, Zidane.
Yes.
If by some miracle,
if Pioneer gets into football circle,
this big result.
It won't matter.
No, man, him gone. It depends on who, what, like Orville said for true, man. If I Craig him gone, man. If I Pioneer him gone.
If Pioneer somehow managed to get the
even if he win World Cup.
Yes.
Even if he win the World Cup.
You know you're Pioneer right now.
You don't understand that personality thing.
Well, true that still, but that would be interesting though, but that is how we get rid of him. But me want to talk about the Champions League quickly, Zidane. You see the 2 games yesterday?
Yes.
You think them done?
No, you're crazy. A Champions League this at this stage?
No, man. Because I'm a Liverpool fan, but me think the Liverpool one done. No, man.
Liverpool. Full Liverpool. Full Liverpool. Them dead, man.
Eh?
That was, I was thinking in my mind about Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, and Barcelona, Atletico.
No, man. Yesterday about that.
You see Liverpool game? It done before.
Liverpool.
You see, because Liverpool tied done before it start, I wasn't thinking that's what you were talking about.
Yeah, but that didn't mean that no. So I didn't say that no. Yeah.
You hear me I say? Because Liverpool tie was over before it even begun, I didn't realize it was Liverpool you're talking.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
that answer your question.
Yeah, man. We don't even have to go over that, man. Zidane, I'm men against boys yesterday, Zidane.
Yeah, man. I watched it last night, man.
Hey.
It should have been worse.
Come from Mars, Zidane, and say that game they done 2 love. If somebody come from Mars and you say the game is 2 love, don't think Liverpool is in that game.
Mm-hmm.
No, man. But the Barcelona Atletico, because Liverpool dead, man. Liverpool dead. I'm side, but in dead.
No.
What do you think about the Atletico? And,
yeah, because Barcelona would have played so often in that stadium, it would not like they're traveling to somewhere they're hardly play. So I don't think it is over. I don't think so.
I think Barcelona going to come back. I'm going to tell you why. They played Copa del Rey the other day, and even though 4 love, they went to Barcelona in the first leg. The man then come the second leg just to defend. I make Barcelona open up. Zidane, you see if they take that approach there again, then go dead.
Yeah, but I think it's over as well.
All right, have a good day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on Salem. All right, we go back online. All right, so 615-2841. 876 615-2841. Let's re-engage our callers on whichever the matter at hand. Anybody there yet? Not quite. So we'll wait until that happens. We could do some text, the text line.
Yeah, we should. There are some there.
Heating up. We could do some texts in a few. We'll take the break first. We're coming back.
It's the
You're listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio, Omega Radio, Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, we go back online. Yeah. Hello.
Yeah.
G-Star.
Afternoon, gentlemen.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Right away, no delay. Mr. Higgins.
Yeah, man.
You said something that irritated my spirit.
Okay.
Yeah? You said that you were impressed by Rudolph's speed. Zidane, where was Caledonia ranked in the rankings?
100 and enough.
100 and enough. I'm going to beat them 1-0. What were you impressed by, Mr. Higgins?
I wasn't really...
New Caledonia.
All right. So me being impressed with Rudolph's speed starts, as I mentioned, that you have ignored with how he has performed.
No, I'm talking for Jamaica, from the coach.
No, but I never did some semester.
No, but all right. So were you impressed with us beating New Caledonia 1-0?
Not overly.
And how we played?
Not overly.
All right. So I'm going to give you some statistics.
But we won a game that we expected to win, and we lost narrowly to a game that we were expected to be beaten. So I don't see anything that says
all right,
this man can't manage the post.
So now we had 6 shot attempts to 19 by DR Congo. Are you impressed with that?
I am impressed at the fact that a team ranked 20-something spaces ahead of us.
But listen to my question, Mr. Higgins.
No. But listen how my judge coaches.
But you can't say no. Oh yes, you were impressed.
I am impressed. I'm a result man in a sport.
Yeah, so 19 shots and 6 shots. That's a result. That's a fact.
How many of those 19 shots did Congo score?
No, Mr. Higgins, answer my question first now.
You're
a good debater, right?
Yes, I'm impressed.
Answer my question, don't run from it.
I'm impressed with the fact that they got 19 shots and were only able to score a disputed handball.
Okay, so they had 3 shots on target. We had 1. Are you impressed with that? 1 shot on target in a whole game.
No, generally you got 1 more shots on target.
So were you impressed?
No, not with that.
Here's my question. Remember I gave the red flag yesterday?
Yes.
Now, he spoke about having to force changes.
Yeah.
When preacher come and give him the big question or the big statement and say, it's CFAS you really put on first. So were you impressed with him blatantly lying to the Jamaican public?
No, well, what I subsequently asked about, because I asked him, I maybe should make him come explain it. What he said is that at the time when he put on CFAS, 4 or 5 other people were cramping, and me hear Miguel himself say the same thing. I don't remember exactly how he said it, but he said that while CFAS went on the field, there were 4 or 5 other people on the field who were cramping, which he needed time in lifetime to decide how he's going to deploy people to do what.
That sounds like absolute rubbish.
Yeah, but CFAS came on for the striker.
Exactly.
For Kadabati.
Yeah, so I mean, that's how the cramp will affect where you put.
Hold on.
That CFAS was never going to play midfield.
Analyzer. You can't analyze rubbish.
No, but CFAS was never going to be in the middle of the park.
No.
Let me analyze rubbish.
Let me tell you what else I have.
Tell me what he said. What I want to know what you interpret.
Me never think CFAS to play nothing but on the left or the right flank.
No, but hold on now. So I want to stick a pin in this thing right here, He came on and said,
listen.
Let me just finish for 2
Yes, go on.
He came on and said 3 or 4 times in the interview on the Sports Desk that he was forced to make those changes. So you can't go back on it now. That's ALIE. Let's not go around that. He blatantly lied to the Jamaican.
Well, he did come back. He did come back in the end when preacher asked him and said he did not put him over there because he was worried about.
Which would have been rational, Zidane.
Yes.
But he still lied in the first place.
In backtrack.
What I can't remember. What did he say
when preacher asked him? He said, "Well, he didn't put him over there because he was fearful of the right back and the Congo."
What about him?
Yeah. He did say that in the end, and I said it was a better answer. I think that makes more sense.
It was a better answer. He should have led with that.
Yeah.
No, Mr. Higgins.
Yes.
Tell me something now. An aspiring coach, and I say, me get the coach, But guess what? It's going to have to be all over Jamaica dead body before him get that job there. No.
What does that mean?
Meaning that we have to do something.
Listen
to this. No, listen to this.
No, like what? Like what?
No, before I get to that, just listen to this.
No, man, you have to tell me what you mean, say, over Jamaican dead body.
What I mean is we have to do something. I don't know
I'm asking
yet.
like what?
I don't know yet, but let me get to my point now. Please don't derail me.
Oh, asking you questions is derailing you after you say over your dead body?
But I just said, I don't know yet. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll get to there. We'll get there. Mm-hmm. Here's my thing now, Mr. Higgins. We lost $10.5 million, right?
Yeah.
He is the head coach and he's also the aspiring coach, right? Mm-hmm. Now, not to mention, you know who's very upset in all of this, Mr. Higgins?
Who?
The sponsors. Adidas. Them can't be happy about this.
No, they can't.
Jersey them lose out on this? I'm sure it's millions of dollars down the drain. That Adidas. So when it comes time to re-up, Adidas is gonna be like, why should we trust you?
Here's the question we want to ask.
No, but don't let me finish. No. Don't deal with me, Mr. Higgins. Sorry. Uh-huh. Here's my question now.
Yeah.
He's the aspiring coach. No, we lost one love. You mean to say you didn't watch the film of the game? That is a standard, Mr. Higgins. He did not watch the film of the game. He never rewatched the game. Because remember, he didn't know who the first substitute was. So clearly, he never rewatched the game. We have to have minimum standards, Jamaica. Mr. Higgins, do you know how much that hurts me?
Why do you keep saying Mr. Higgins, and every time I attempt to ask
you? No, I'm finished. Go ahead.
Listen what I say about. I hear people keep talking about this 9 million that we missed out.
10.5.
How many million it is.
Mm-hmm.
For me, that is irrelevant in my boss. The amount of money we miss out on don't mean we must be more upset at the coach than anything else.
Huh?
None at all.
Well,
in other words,
with business?
The bigger argument is this was probably our easiest chance to qualify.
And part of it is the money.
No. I am saying I am not more. My decision as to come down hard on a coaching staff Has nothing to do with the amount of money that we're
But let's rewind now. How can we hire a coach who didn't even watch the film after
No, man, you know, me probably have to go get back Rudolph.
No, forget about that. I'm saying
no, because his
Let me ask you, Dan. How can we hire a coach who doesn't care enough about Jamaica to go back and watch a one love game? You mean to say him sleep good enough?
I think his counter to that would be that he would have watched it eventually. Maybe he hadn't watched it before he came here, but he could have.
I honestly don't think that he didn't know that a CFA's first input.
He knew.
He said it
So no.
He didn't answer me.
When you ask him who was the first change,
himself, the secretary.
Yeah, but I'm saying when asked about why was CFAS coming through the middle, and he says I had forced changes to make. When I talked to Cooley yesterday, while he was bringing on CFAS, there were players on the field who are signaled to them now can't continue. I felt the coach was discombobulated.
Yeah, but I said that he was under pressure.
He was under pressure. I believe that is what he meant,
Mr. Higgins.
That while CFAS was going on, 4 other players and Cooley called some of the names.
So he was confused.
At that point in time, I think what we have now is a coach who is confused.
Who is ill-prepared.
No. It has nothing to do with ill-prepared.
Of course, Mr.
He's rookie.
Wasn't prepared to come on your
No, rookie, inexperienced.
No,
He's inexperienced G-Star.
No.
At that level.
When you have 4 or 5 players on the field cramping at the same time.
Yeah.
In flop Orville in that regard. No excuse for it.
No, sir.
Orville, I could have 18 million players that cramp up. CFAS not playing centre forward.
Mr. Higgins, that is
not buy that argument at all.
Did CFAS eventually?
It take too long.
It take long.
Yeah, we see the impact when him go out. There's a big boo boo.
No, me can't listen.
I have some real estate I want selling.
Hold on. The coach got it wrong. CFAS should be playing on the wing.
Yeah.
The argument that I'm contesting is not that, Is the argument that was your first change and therefore nothing else should affect you.
No, and
I am saying if we are hearing that when CFAS go on the field, actually what somebody tell me is that CFAS never start on the right, CFAS never start in the middle,
Mr. Higgins.
No, let me. All right,
Mr. Higgins.
Hold on, give me a chance.
Because hold on.
No, hold on. Me I go say this now.
I want my time though. Go ahead.
You can't get till 4 o'clock. As long as you make the 2 with that.
Yeah, man, beautiful. Yeah.
Let me tell you one of the things that has been said. CFAS actually start on the left wing, But then what about here? One big case.
Mason Clark?
No, man, the West Ham right back. Wemby Saker. This is what I was told. Maybe we need to look back at the film.
No, I looked multiple times.
Let me tell you what I've been told. The first touch or two that CFAS had was him on the wing. But Wemby Saker now, because CFAS wasn't very great at preventing Wemby Saker from overlapping and going down that right hand side, because CFAS defensively wasn't stopping Wemby Saker from going down that right hand wing, the decision was made very early to take him off that wing and put.
No, that never happened.
What about him? Mason Clark.
Yeah, that never happened.
Put him in the middle. While they put him in the middle to prevent Wemby Saker from overlapping, football changes start needing.
No, that never happened.
And then when they got it sorted out, they put him on.
No, he went straight through the middle. That is not true.
He never went to the wing at the start.
Is the Mason Clark brother went right over there. I was
all right. Me I go look back on it. So have you heard it? Did you hear the argument that when CFAS came on, Wemby Saker now started to overlap?
And Miguel Coley never suggested that yesterday. He said CFAS went to the middle.
Directly.
Yes.
All right.
You're talking about Monday morning quarterback?
No, me not quarterback, No,
I'm just talking about in general. But what I am talking about is the standard that we must have for our coach. Our coach came on to a national radio interview, and you say you have the biggest show in Jamaica, right? Radio?
Yes.
And he came on and he didn't even know what the statistics were. Remember, that's what him dropped. Zidane sucks for. What did he say to Zidane? Zidane, you must have standards. That's what he said.
What stats he didn't know?
He didn't know who his first substitute was.
Did he say that? Me no remember.
Him say he's not my secretary.
Mr. Higgins, you're not going on. You're going on.
No, he never said it.
No, never said no.
He never said never know.
Mr. Higgins, he had said he made 4 changes in the midfield first. He said that on your show. Hold on, we're talking about standards. You never go back and listen to your show.
No. Here's what I want to know. And I genuinely want to know this. How exactly did he say 4 changes first?
No, I said 4. I said that means I think it was over 3.
Because Speed could not have come here and said I made 4 changes first, then put on.
He did.
No, me not think of that.
But Mr. Higgins,
he could not have said that I made 4 changes first.
No, I
then put on
said literally 4. No, I said he said about 3 or changes in the midfield
before he put on C first. Well, if him said that the man was suffering from temporary lapse of sanity.
So why do we want him as a coach?
Because when he coaches, he gets
But
good
Cavalier.
results. Yes, and the 2 games when he coached Jamaica, I was okay with the result.
I feel I could have write a Hollywood script. Who's the one?
Hold it.
You're listening to Omega Radio. Broadcasting live. Omega Radio. Omega Radio. Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, back with you,
back with you for your final minute.
All right. You want to ask me anything, Mr. Higgins, before I ask you?
No, man, go on.
All right, good. Now, everybody you've heard in the radio land, right? Have you heard anybody backing Speed saying they really want Speed? Be honest.
I've heard people saying they don't mind when they say backing Miami.
But do you hear a lot of vitriol from people calling about Speed?
We would have lost out on qualification to the World Cup. Emotions are high.
Emotions are high.
And we understand and expect that.
So here's my question to the JFF.
Yeah.
Why would you hire a person that basically none of Jamaica wants?
No, I wouldn't say none.
Don't you think that is tone deaf?
No, man, I wouldn't say none.
All right, very few.
I would say public sentiment.
No, but you can't use the radio. Hold on, you can't use
I'm not using just radio, no, bro. I'm talking about just within my vicinity. I don't pull everybody in Jamaica.
On social media. Hold on, on social media.
I think it's fair to say that at this time, public sentiment is negative towards. Negative towards.
Yeah, all right.
So why would an organization? You'd have to be a tone deaf organization, not to listen to the people. And that is what Pioneer is talking about, because here's my problem.
No. Pioneer is suggesting something different from that.
No, but here's my problem, Mr. Higgins, is that, you see, when you leave out Whisper, what you're showing everybody is that you don't care what we think, right? And I remember I said about look at me, but fine. No, the JFF is going to hire Speed. They're doing whatever they want to do. You know why? Because they think that the people in Jamaica don't have no power. They think the people in Jamaica will not unite. So they will be.
So what power do we have? As what kind of power?
That is my killer question to you now. As citizens of Jamaica and lovers of football, how do we register our displeasure?
Doing what we are doing now, run off a mouth. That's
it? Yeah. No action?
No, me not think Darren Sammy, for example, should be the West Indies test coach.
Yeah.
What I think I got the next time West Indies come
has it been disegregious?
When you say disegregious, what you mean?
$10.5 million gone down the drain.
It no matter the amount.
He was the advisor.
No,
he was the technical committee. He's the director.
No.
He's the coach, buckle washer, cook, and he has failed at everything, including washing the dishes.
And I'm saying, what I like is Jamaica football.
And my last question.
No matter who coaching or who administering.
My very last
like
question.
This thing named Jamaica football. I'm going to take them to watch the games.
My very last question. It won't take 20 seconds. Zidane, you can answer this too. He came on after Curacao, and he came on after Congo. And be honest, gentlemen, did Rudolph Speed sound remorseful any at all? Be honest.
You think he's happy that we didn't qualify?
No, I didn't. I heard no remorse. Did you hear an ounce? Forget a lot of remorse. Did you hear an ounce of remorse in Rudolph Speed's voice?
When you say remorse, what do you mean?
Mr. Higgins, you're the English teacher.
Did he sound sorry? Of course.
Remorseful.
Remorseful meaning what?
Not the other day, but the first time he did sound remorseful. After the
Mr. Higgins, your belly is supposed to be able to chew up. Your belly is supposed to be.
No, the first day when he came into the studio after Curacao, he looked sad and sound sad. But the other day, that wasn't the case.
And he's not accountable. He doesn't hold himself accountable. You cannot have a coach who does not hold himself accountable. And throwing McLaren underneath the bus.
Boy, G-Star, you go hard pan Speed. Big up.
And you know, say, I'm a basketball man. Football is not my thing, but this is ridiculous.
Basketball is your thing?
Whatever, man. Mr. Higgins, if you're a patriot and you love your country, that is right, man.
If we don't qualify for the FIBA World Cup, should what his name resign?
No, because it was a good effort. All I can ask for is effort in the Mr. Higgins. Do your best.
And I thought Speed made a good effort when he was given the team as coach. Now you may knock him for the other thing.
By putting Cephas out, by taking out Bobby Reed and Palmer at the same time, by putting on Bill Rocks, by getting the penalty time, by getting no offense.
All right, by getting only one love on a disputed goal by a team ranked 20 at
moral victories again. That's our problem. We need standards.
When we don't qualify for FIBA, let us call for Paulton Gordon's head.
Different thing. Apples and oranges. Don't
know about that.
Man. You're not talking to the rest of them. This is King Kong. Don't do that.
If presidents are supposed to resign when them team don't make it to the ultimate.
Well, remember, Roland Speed is not the president.
Well, that are those who are called.
Me,
I am with Pioneer 1000%. I will not be going to any game.
Right.
And unfortunately, I don't have a jersey, but I won't be buying any jersey.
You wasn't going anywhere. Anyway.
I mean, are you talking about? I went to Curacao. I went to Trinidad. I think it was to Bermuda because it was raining.
All right.
Well, brother,
if we have an opportunity to win on the last day and qualify, you will be there under rules.
Me, I gotta say that, boss. Anyway, me could do the second show. This one is from Chino, and it's called Heart of Love.
Music.
Yeah, yo, watch it. No worry about the pressure, how great it get. Never make it break me yet. One thing me know, say Jah never forsake me yet. Jah never give me more than we can bear. And that's why me have a heart of love. Tell you about heart of love. Let me tell you about this heart of love. Heart of love. Tell you about heart of love. Follow a hater, make you start of love. Heart of love. Tell you about heart of love. Release the envy from your heart and grudge. Heart of love. Tell you about heart of love. Let me tell you about this heart of love. Man, I forgive thanks and praises. Man can say this. Shot with money for militants and braveness. Withstand the quicksand, constant changes. Have to set it for the younger ones and babies. Try to get a job, it's like them can man. Like the boss man have man. On a constant wait list. Just take off the pressure from my shoulder. Weight lift you at the greatest. And that's why me have a heart of love. Tell you about heart of love. Let me tell you about this heart of love. Heart of love. Tell you about heart of love. Follow a hater, make you start of love. Heart of love. Tell you about heart of love. Release the envy from your heart and grudge. Heart of love. Tell you about heart of love. Let me tell you about this heart of love. For every moment when me heart beat, for every breath me take, me I forgive thanks feet. I beg you, Jah God, and protect me when me walk straight. I know a rapper, know a thief, and tell themselves that Jah no seat and skin them teeth. Well, best believe that Jah not sleep. Love no really want to bad, but still resort to it. Why miss a man we kick back in your resort suite? Show some love to the woman at the market. Fruits in at the basket. You remember last week the madman where you did see and you did one beat. Well, make I tell you something if you never want free. Coulda rich, coulda poor. One thing for sure, we are go 6 foot deep in a casket. To the little juvenile them with the fast feet. Focus on your goals, future athlete. Give thanks for the blessings, me never ask fate. And that's why me have a heart of love. Tell you about heart of love. Let me tell you about this heart of love. Heart of love. Tell you about heart of love. Follow a hater, make you start of love. Heart of love. Tell you about heart of love. Release the envy from your heart and grudge. Heart of love. Tell you about heart of love. Let me tell you about this heart of love. No worry about the pressure, how great it get. Never make it break me yet. One thing me know, say Jah never forsake me yet. Jah never give me more than we can bear. And that's why me have a heart of love. Tell you about heart of love. Let me tell you about this heart of love. Heart of love. Tell you about heart of love. Follow a hater, make you start of love. Heart of love. Tell you about heart of love. Release the envy from your heart and grudge. Heart of love.
All right, so that is Chino with one called Heart of Love. You know what I would love somebody to do? And collectively we can come to a decision. Anybody can find the first few minutes of Cephas entering the field of play against Congo. I would love to see the tape. Because one of the arguments I keep hearing is that Cephas actually did start the first few minutes, 3, 4, whatever, on the flanks. But when Bekesa was having a meal of him in 2 or 3 dribbles down that side, and Cephas was now proving almost like a defensive liability against Wembasika, who was now overlapping. Then that decision was made to put him in the middle, while 4 or 5 other players were indicating to the coaching staff that they might cramp up, and the thing got confusing. A lot of this question can be answered with that question. A lot of the confusion can be answered with that. Anybody, I don't want somebody to just tell me. Find me the first 3 or 4 minutes with Cephas. And if he did start for the first few minutes in the middle of the park as opposed to wide, then we have our own interpretation to draw. But if it is true that for the first few minutes he started wide and then was taken from wide because of what Wembiseka was doing, then we have another interpretation to draw. Look, if the tape is available, find me the tape. Just that part of the tape. Cephas's entry onto the field for that Congo game. Because the explanation that I keep hearing is that it is not true that he ran on into the number 9 position. But me want the tape for either confirm or deny what I'm hearing from people close to the coaching staff. See? So those of you who are computer geniuses or the techies, find me the first, let's say the first 4 or 3 minutes of Cephas's entry on the field. And that may very well tell the story of what we've been debating now for a few days. How is it now, Miss B? Back on line. Hello.
What's on what?
Yeah, shipping port.
Han. Okay, big up on us.
Before you get in, if that is correct, why would he then put him centrally? If you have a problem with the right back, although that didn't happen, but let's
no. That you say that no.
Why wouldn't he just send him over the other side as opposed to put him central? That wouldn't make no sense. So you bring him on one flank, you have a problem with Wembesi. Why don't put him on the other flank? Why put him to the middle? That still wouldn't make no sense.
Yeah, but that's a fair. That's a fair counter. But let me see, because the argument is that Cephas came staff by and large is denied. But let me come back after the break. We're coming.
You're listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio, Omega Radio, Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number 1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Yeah, shipping port. Back with you.
Yeah, big up Mr. Higgins and Mr. Matthews.
Yeah, man.
Big call G Star. And I heard preacher. Heard some part of the show yesterday. I think yesterday preacher was on. It was yesterday, right?
Yeah.
It's the truth. I listen in patches some days when I get to listen, but the ear preacher, I think it was yesterday. And I heard preacher mention something after Chuck came off. The preacher said, Mr. Speed came and said Congo can go salary cap 150 million and we Jamaica just 50 million. So he did well. And preacher said, we actually that Bermuda and Curacao in a group. Well done, preacher. I think that was a very good counter from preacher towards Speed. Because when the 3 of them combined, it worth up to our cap. So why we couldn't dispatch those 3 teams and qualify?
No, well, Mr. Speed, Hotel said he wasn't the coach against them Monday. That's him tell you.
The advisor is just as good as the coach.
No. The advisor is not just as good as the coach. I can advise you all me like. But
he can't say anything, you know. I don't know him can't say because the man is not here.
Exactly.
But anyway, Mr. Matthews.
Mm-hmm.
You have anything you want to say to me about the last thing? Because I still think Peter Cargill was better than
yeah, but one more thing somebody's reminding me. Thanks for this, my boss. That Ruler Speed also said he put Cephas down the middle. That's initially before Preacher came on late in the program. Because he wanted to put pressure on the Congo backline to force them back. He said it was tactical. He never explained what you're saying, the other persons are saying to you, that he put him out there, then he saw some pressure and move him inside. He said
the reason why backline thing.
Yeah,
I heard.
So that's what he said.
Yes, I remember that for sure.
Yeah, he said he put him there because he wanted to put pressure on the Congo defense to center half. He didn't want him to push up.
I heard that for sure.
Exactly.
But for me, you say all of this to me, I want to say where Cephas come on pan the field. You say if Cephas come on and go straight through the middle, Mr. Speed going to take him whole heap of leaks. If Cephas came on, started for the first few minutes on the left wing, then me will also take it from this. Somebody send me the tape. First 3-4 some minutes of Cephas coming on the field.
Continue now, shipping.
Yeah.
Mr. Matthews, Mr. Zidane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Remember my last call was sometime last week. And I was saying, I think Peter Cargill is a better CDM. 98 Peter Cargill, as they put it, me accept that.
Yeah.
It's better than Isaac Hayden. And I made the point that Isaac Hayden was playing for a Premier League team, came down to a lower league, and had problem playing in that lower league. Remember I said that?
No, you say me that bench, man. You never say it's so nice and decent.
All right, yeah, man. Me say my bench. All right, put it there. Me say my bench.
You say can't make the lower league team, yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm glad, Mr. So, hold on, me ask you a question before Mr. That. So, when Mr. That, before me go in my thing, when I go deal with this now.
Yes.
That mean he was benching for that entire season. That's what I get from what I said.
No, but you say him can't make this team.
Hold on. What you got from it is that I said that he was.
No, man, your face get tear off, man. The man did not play regularly enough, man.
Hold on, man.
The numbers come out.
Hold on, man. I mean, bring it up,
No, me I said, yeah, but the numbers kill you.
I can't tell when me can't.
That was brought.
Me love them something.
No, I'm saying the numbers were brought.
I retire from on a job back out of retirement with this,
Yeah, man.
What number did I brought?
No, I'm saying, not you, I'm saying the numbers was brought to disprove.
And what was, all right. Hold on, man.
Yes.
Me go come there, so. Because me go show up Nuffy in a one segment.
Who's Nuffy? MC Nuffy call this program? Oh, South Theater. Okay.
So I'm going to show up Nuffy in a one.
Yes.
And the second one, I'm going to show him how I'm not so smart. I'm going to use film criteria and beat him up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Number one, when I said that, it's not the first, it's not this season alone, he went alone, you know. So did I say this season him not playing?
Yeah.
Did I no, I never said that.
Yes, sir.
I at no point said that. And what I was referring to was last year, 2025, when he was at Portsmouth. I called this program and said, and some of the Jamaican English players are playing for their
let
first.
Yes. Go on. Yeah, come have a big question.
I called this program, yes, and said, some of the English players are playing for Jamaica and they're not playing for their club. He was one of them that was mentioned when he was loaned out at Portsmouth. So he is coming from a Premier League team to a lower league team, and the man said he wasn't playing for you during that time. So tell me what you have to say now. I'm going to give you fact.
When Peter Cargill was playing club football in the 98 campaign, how often was he playing?
For what, for Jamaica or for club?
For his club.
No, man, no,
but shipping port, man. No, but hold on, shipping. No, man. But because me think he's far better than 98. Peter Cargill. And me I take on, so I'm asked, and your argument, hold on, man.
All right, you win.
Boss, no, my boss. Don't run from the boss. Don't run from
That's not my argument.
Don't run from the boss because you bring up the fact that your head doesn't play regularly for him club side, so in the man class. So I want to know how often Peter Cargill played for his club during the 98 campaign.
Me move from this and that. Me deal with no. Me lose that then. Me lose the argument then. Me lose and you win. You accept?
Me always beat you, but that's why.
All right, yeah, man.
Yeah, let's beat you.
Let me give you this now. Well, I know, man. Let me show you why, man, enough. I wasn't talking this season because I did not say for this season. When he went to Portsmouth, he came from, I think, Standard Leisure, one of them team there. When the man said it, I went and I looked. I went back now after I'm saying it, and for Portsmouth was in the relegation zone. They were struggling to come out of relegation during the time that they signed him. They signed him mid-January. So the games them available from come to the ending of January 1st February. For March, he played in some of those games and were substituted. For March, the entire month of March, he was benched. He came on in a 90 minutes in a one, and in a one game he came on at 84 minutes, and he played 90 minutes for Jamaica against St. Vincent in the Gold Cup qualifying. In 2 games, he played full 90-minute games for Jamaica. So injury is out. So for the entire month, so from the 1st of March, check the record, Nuffy, from the 1st of March to the first week, the first or second week of April. This one was benched right through, and they were struggling to fight relegation. Check the record. Any man come out, they were better. They were Portsmouth was fighting against relegation, and this man bench right through. I used to do it. Zidane, you see during the time when they bench, they played 7 games. They lost 5-1-2 during the time when they were the bench, and he wasn't injured. He was fully fit because they played 90 minutes for Jamaica in 2 games. Put that one side. Come on, not so smart now, which is this season, which we never attack, which you go, so I'm going to come down to
no,
you.
No, it's you make the point in the boss. It's you were talking in the moment. You never that talk about no. I don't know what you are talking about.
But me never said this season. I never said this season, I said a Premier League player that went down to lower league. So he mentioned something now, so I'm going to use for him criteria now. Him said, this season, me watch him in our game on me. Him played 12 games and come on in a 14. But when you come on in a 14 games in a Zidane, it no means so you come on every 45 minutes, When you look on him, it's some 71 minutes, 80 minutes, which all right. If you're a Premier League team that comes down to a lower level again, the team played 41 games this season. When they signed him, he was available for I think mostly 39 or about 43 games. He's available for 39 games. You thought that the 39 are 14 the big Premier League players there. Some of them not use him. All right. In 14 games he started. Out of 39, 14 games he started. He came on in 13. Because game play weekend and come on.
But you say never did that play.
One more to him.
But you say never did that play.
I mean, say never play on a Thursday. I mean, say it's not a regular.
Same
I never this season.
No, but you never use those words, Babas.
I wasn't using. Yeah, but we never attacked this season.
You never differentiate.
So, a theme thing that. Well, I know my.
No, but I'm saying you weren't differentiating.
I know my argument me attack. No, a theme argument me attack. So we don't do my thing from last season. But this is what him say. Me never use this season. So me attack this season. No, me I use your argument. 39.
His argument.
40. Well, I know. Yeah, his argument.
Yes.
In fact, he was available for 39 games, and a big Premier League player played 14 games, starting at 14 games. He missed 12 and came on at 13. With a starting percentage at 36%. So what kind of big player you be? You know how long the big starting position are playing a big role.
No, but he never he never said he was a big player. We are saying he's a bigger player than your little player in the 90s.
We not talk use it and we move on.
No, but that's something that deal with.
No, but I never that nothing bring. No, I never that.
No, but something never say he was a big baller. Did something say he was a big baller?
No, but nothing. Well, I'm man, but nothing.
No, he was
you said.
No, but he was responding. No, hold on, shipping port, man. All he was doing was responding to what you said. He was responding to what you said.
He kick out him on a teeth. Can never this season. Nothing around the people argument.
But you never differentiate.
So, argument now. Right. But him should have asked me. Why never come out from ask? Why just jump up and attack? Then go Google the record then from last season. Yeah. My brother.
Yes.
And this season now, Zidane, you said, you said, oh, that means big players that, so he said something like that. Means they play a lot of games. It was important. 36% of game in start.
How many minutes?
How comes you jump up?
No, but you can be a big important player and start 0% of the game, you know.
But
you want me to repeat? You want me to repeat? You want me to repeat that for you? A man can start 0% of him team game and be a very, very important player to the team. So don't go with this. Don't go this with this percentage. Just take the correction, but go this with the percentage.
Of course, the percentage say a lot.
No, my boss, man. No, man. You have to look at the minutes played.
Him running an argument to him to understand. He never asked.
kick out him own teeth,
Him kick out
and
him
come
teeth.
over here and use a criteria. He used the criteria will end up hurting at the end. Because out of 39 games at 30 percentage, the 13 games where you come on, it now amount to a lot of minutes. Google the amount of minutes when come off 5 bench, then you can talk to me and tell me so you beat me. Man, just enough, Dread.
No.
All right, big up.
Fear me can't beat me, that's why you want to come join me. So when me I see and come and talk my story, I tell you if you could do that, you know.
Lyrics.
Leave her alone, Dread. Move on. Bigger things. Like last time, I don't have time for him, Dread. Move on.
Yeah.
Big up on yourself. My God.
You got
it. Shipping boy.
The show is the greatest.
Yeah. There's rain down there at Melbourne, by the way.
Yeah, man. You know, me tell you, say, when me that sneeze, me tell you, say, rain must have fall out there, man.
Yeah. 117 for 2. So the rain came at that
This
stage.
is good for stats.
Yeah, because if States not bowl them out tomorrow, thing all share.
Okay, they have to share. Oh, so they okay.
So States need time to bowl them out
as well. Yeah.
We take a break. We're coming back for the last half.
Without you holding my hand.
Praise the Lord. Greetings and salutations to all of our wonderful, wonderful friends all over Jamaica. Listen, this is Dr. John Wayne Manning from Omega Church and Omega Radio. It has always been my dream to establish community work here in Jamaica. Television, church, humanitarian work here in Jamaica. And as you know, we have been doing the radio since 2022. The time has come that we're calling all helper, kingdom-minded citizens, putting together this team in Jamaica. We're looking for helpers, kingdom-minded helpers, from hospitality, humanitarian, administration, coordination, media for television and radio production. If you're looking for more and you'd like to be a part of this team from Omega Center, Jamaica, I'd like you to give me a call. 876-204-9356. If you'd like to do more, serve more. This is for serious leaders that really want to make an impact in the life of our fellow Jamaicans for the Lord Jesus Christ. Text me at that line, and a member of my US team or European team will reach out back to you. Thank you and God bless you. I hope you're ready to serve. Text me at 876-204-9356. A member of my team will reach out to you expeditiously to expedite this help. Omega Center Jamaica, local team invitation. Be a part of it. Let's change Jamaica and make Jamaica great again.
Down on my knees, I've learned to stand.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Edgechem, Western Sports, Megamart, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, and D'Angelo Auto Spares and Accessories Limited.
New Zealander cyclist Kian Watts has been banned for 25 days by cycling's global governing body after he punched a fellow rider in the head during last month's race. Watts, 24, hit out at Dutchman Margina Maas with 33 kilometers to go as the pair competed at the front of the peloton at the Silveria Bronstair in Netherlands on March 7. He then waved his arms to remonstrate at the beat CCPB Success Maas, also 24, who suffered a minor wobble but remained upright. And that's your Sports in a Minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Western Sports, the sports people, Megamart, best value by far, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard, And Danjel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 876-929-9146.
You're listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio, Omega Radio, Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, less than half an hour to go. We go back online. Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, man. Even Orville, big up in yourself.
Reddit,
yeah. Okay. You know, I wish you guys could I remember distinctly listening to you guys. When it was announced that Speed was going to be a special advisor to the coach, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the analysis that you guys put forward is that at the end of all of this campaign, win, lose or draw, Speed would come out looking like a bed of roses. I remember you guys talking about it, you know. This very same thing, you know.
Win, lose or
breaking it down and say,
win, lose or draw, Speed.
If we don't qualify, that he would still come out of this thing
looking like a bed of roses if we didn't qualify.
Or could he come out with a ready-made answer why he should not be completely blamed? Yeah. But he can't come out. But he can't come out completely unscathed, my boss. You hire the man that failed to take us through to the top.
That is where I'm going.
So
I don't understand how he is now trying to position himself as if that, well, you know, I only got 2 matches. No, you didn't get 2 matches. You are the architect of the demise. You never get 2 matches. You are the architect. You are the one that we hired you to build this house, right? And you said, no, me know somebody can do the work. That man the flop. I was sister the man do the work, but you said, no man, never help him build the house. And we sister that man
there's one important ingredient in between those 2 positions, though. If Speed is to be believed, and I've heard enough from other people that there could be some credence to it. After McLaren was functioning in a way that the JFF were now saying, they went to the players and said, do you want us to shift him up and somebody else takes charge? And the player says, no, we are okay. Now, that may also be something where we should have, where we should take a look for as a coaching staff as well. But in any analysis of why McLaren was not moved, that piece of information cannot be left out in the discussion. Because if you move McLaren, if the players and put in somebody else who the players were not in support of, that could be problems as well. Because we know how these players during World Cup time can be. We have had too many experiences where the players don't get what they want. You notice in this campaign there were no what you call it now? No strike, no stick up, no protest, none at all. The players were happy with McLaren apparently, and the JFF at that point were reluctant to upset the apple cart. Now, if that story is true about going to the players, it may not have been the right thing to do, but you cannot leave that when we're assessing why McLaren wasn't completely let go. No, mean Speed is blameless in my boss. Because as me say, the buck stops with you. You were the man who hired this man here. This man failed. You can't escape blame, you know. That's the nature of how things work. Me employ you as a plumber, and you come and my bathroom still a leak. Brother, are you me employ? But I'm saying in this case, yes. No, but by then he had gotten a team that we were not expecting to be. That is just the truth in my boss. If Speed had beaten Congo
in a Mexico, you know. That would have been speed pulling off a minor miracle, you know, because Jamaica don't beat teams ranked ahead of us too often, especially on neutral grounds, you know. You are. When was the? Here's what I'd want somebody to tell me. That's what I say. Hold on, Riddles. Here's what I want somebody to tell me. I agree, but here's what I'd love somebody to tell me. That's why the Congo game. When was the last time that Jamaica beat a team? We were ranked what 79th year or 69, and they were ranked in the late 40s. So let's say 20 places ahead. When was the last time Jamaica beat a team 20 places ahead of us? In a crucial game away from, on neutral ground. Me not know. So Speed don't have to put on a minor miracle to win that game then, brother. And I thought he came close. Now, if you're gonna knock the thing from Curacao, me agree. Cause then we get teams where we should have did beat. So the teams then where we get where we should have beat, we should have did beat them. Hold on. Say somebody say he actually went on the wing for real. Me can't call the name, sir. No. Me I talk about in the Lord, all right. Somebody send me the tape.
We are FIFA because
somebody,
a lot of people.
Hold on, somebody send me the tape. So me I go check. Hold on, Mr. Somebody send me a tape, brother. So me see the tape now. See if us a run on pan the feet. Right. So keep talking. No man, I want different. I'm saying when he came on, where did he go? I may see him now. All right, may I see the tape? Keep talking. Right. Yeah. I am saying if you are going knock the man for the selection of McLaren A and for sticking with McLaren B, them two things the Speed cannot absolve from blame. But for the Congo game, may not kill it.
This brother don't know him.
Okay.
After you get one of the biggest signs, right? What the preacher asked him a question, I'm seeing him dodge the question. How is it that for 11 matches we not start the same side?
Then brother, you gonna blame Speed for them part they do. That me say no. We have to separate Speed the coach from Speed the advisor.
Why are we trying players at this stage?
Okay.
In the World Cup. Because we underestimated our opponents.
All right.
No, we didn't underestimate them. No, we didn't underestimate them. But I don't think it was a case of underestimating the opponent.
Underestimate Zidane because Zidane.
No, but remember we went to the Gold Cup. Remember we went. No, hold on. Here I know we're not under. No, but here I know is not underestimating them. You remember when we played St. Vincent to qualify for the Gold Cup? What we needed down in St. Vincent to draw that game, a late penalty from Leon Bailey. So we would have been in situations where we have significantly weaker teams playing and we struggle. So I don't think they came into the World Cup qualified underestimating Trinidad and Curacao at all. The coach just never did the right things, my boss. Steve McLaren was really poor. He was poor.
But you've got the opportunity to leg the man and you batch it.
Yeah, they should have. Yeah, me not work with argument about them ask the players them. Because I know them not ask the players them if real speech. Hold on, I know them not going to ask the players them know if them take real speech with coach the team. I know Jeff if not going to do that. So me not buying that argument, but we ask the players and the players they like McLaren. McLaren was being a bug coach.
Here's the difference now though. Mr. Speed is going to be taking over, assuming it's it, because that's the assumption we're all making at the beginning of our campaign. At that stage of the campaign, where we had already changed the first coach name, Hal Grimson. It was in the middle of the campaign. We were weeks maybe ahead of the World Cup qualifiers. Would you want to now change a third coach at that delicate stage of the program?
If it's clear the coach is not the man,
yeah, they can change it.
Yeah.
No. I'm saying the decision to go to the players at that very delicate stage, I can understand. I can understand why they do it now, whether or not
they pay for it.
Whether or not it was the right thing to do, we can debate that. Yeah. But McLaren came in, we were weeks before the World Cup qualifiers. Players Because these players, when them not get what they want, brother, we know how them can behave. The last 2 or 3 World Cup campaigns have been player strikes, man has stick up for money, man has said all kind of something. So I believe that the JFF were a little apprehensive at that stage. Figure the players what them don't want. We see the female team say we don't want a coach here, and how that can go. So I understand the question, whether they should have still gone with the players, whether they should have still said, players, I'll do one or 2 mind McLaren. Saying, we have to change him. Maybe the JFF in hindsight could have go against what the senior players wanted. But for them to ask the players, yes, but at what stage of the competition? At the stage me I talk about, you know.
But even on in a whole, like tactics, it's clear that we never have, Jamaica didn't have no tactics at all. You look at the matches. If you would come from Mars and come back to Jamaica,
yeah,
you wouldn't know so Steve McLaren gone.
Okay. Well.
All right, Redders.
I hear you.
Big up again.
All right.
Greetings to you listeners. This is Reverend Ryan A. Gordon, Senior Pastor of the Broken Vessels Healing and Deliverance Ministries, located at 120 Main Street, Pineapple, Ocho, St. Anne, Jamaica, West Indies. Join me every Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. inside the Kingdom Lifestyle Radio Show with Brother Frisco. Join me for a word in time. You can't afford to miss this powerful word every Sunday morning on this station.
Do you want the keys to discovering your God-given purpose? Would you like a strategy to fulfill your unique destiny on earth? How about a map to help you navigate the twists and turns on your journey of life? Do you, don't you, will you, won't you? If I coax you, would you want to? Don't you want to? Aren't you going to? Oh, come on, you said you would. Hey, this is Everton Thomas, your friend, your bishop, from the Emmanuel Apostolic Church International with headquarters at 12 Side Road in Kingston, Jamaica. And I'm inviting you to join me this and every Friday at 11 a.m. right here on this station for Insights, inspiring conversations for everyday life. That's Insights, Fridays at 11 a.m. God bless you now. Stay awesome.
Do you want to go deeper in the Word? If yes, then join me, Prophetess Denise Sang, every Wednesday at 11:15 a.m. for the Crossover Experience, where we will go beyond the surface, exploring the keys to kingdom living for a successful spiritual life in a real world according to the Word of God. That's the Crossover Experience on Wednesdays at 11:15 a.m.
Going through a storm, but I won't go down. I hear your voice carried in the rhythm of the wind to call me out.
You're listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio, Omega Radio, Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so back on line. Hello.
Yeah, gentlemen. Afternoon.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, preacher.
Yeah. Remember watch. I'm a host, you see?
Mm-hmm.
And it stopped work for a good while now. But every now and then, me check it and it tell me it's up on the right time. In fact, twice.
Twice I did. Yeah.
It's right. Should I celebrate that watch when it's right?
No.
I should change it. I should either get it fixed, get some batteries put in it, or I should just do away with the watch. Right?
Yeah.
This idea that, this administration has had 2 qualifications of the females and the under 17. Even a broken clock right twice per day.
No, preach. Oh God, man, 2 different things.
Yes.
The broken clock. The broken
maybe
clock.
Maybe oversimplification.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
maybe.
Man.
But
there were things happening for qualify 2 teams plus under 17.
Let me tell you why I use the analogy. The 2019 qualification of the Reggae Girls had less to do with Michael Ricketts and the administration and more to do with the work of the Sidela Marley Foundation and the work that they would have done when they inherited the women's football from Captain Burrell, who at that point, Jamaica had no women's football program, and they took that women's football program. They engaged the diaspora. They reached out to coaches overseas.
All right. So here's the question, Preacher. If the Reggae Girls do not qualify this time around, would we blame the Marley Foundation if they don't qualify?
The Marley Foundation is no longer at the helm of women's football. They're no longer the ones charting the course of women's football.
So who is the ones charting the course? No.
After their second qualification, Sidela Marley take care of herself because she and the JFF never follow. They may still provide some indirect support, but they are not as immersed into the football program as they were before. So I don't want us to be revisionists in our talking about this JFF administration.
But Preacher, I am not going to get to the point where under your presidency, because the JFF still had to be spending money on that women's program, and the Marley Foundation was very helpful, but they didn't do all the work.
Let me tell you what will help.
The JFF's investment of it.
Preacher, when did the qualification start?
Which one?
The first women's.
It started in 2017, leading up to the 2019 Female World Cup.
Ricketts and Burrell died in June 2017. So Ricketts would have come in maybe in the summer.
So Michael Ricketts inherited what would have already been.
Not really major. All right, I wouldn't give him major credit for that qualification, but some credit.
Him cannot be credit less if we are going to blame him.
You get some credit, but not major credit. They got to put it that way, Preacher.
You shouldn't get any, but you cannot be talking about the qualification as if it was the JFF who did the heavy load lifting to get the qualification. We shouldn't do that. We should tell the truth and don't.
Hey, I said DF Cameron take the credit for West Indies. Women winning.
Cameron, man, talk about
no man, you can't. Preacher, we cannot. All right. To what extent? Who hired the coaches?
Who paid for the camp? By the Sidela Marley Foundation.
Maybe the other question is,
talking about?
How much money?
The JFF has nothing to do.
You are saying that the JFF spent no money at all towards the women's team in the 2 World Cups?
Hiring coaches, it created a problem because the coach that they wanted to hire, the girls didn't
all right.
want.
So the question is, did the JFF do anything towards helping the girls that year? In terms of financial support?
Do not say that the JFF qualified 2 teams without.
No, but if you qualify under my watch, boss, why shouldn't I take credit for it?
Trying to suggest that the JFF did some work that they did not do. Mr. Ricketts came in after the death of Burrell, inherited a situation where Sidela Marley Foundation was building women's football from the ground up. The team went on to qualify. 4 years later, they had a cadre of persons who had already qualified, and the Sidela Marley Foundation continued to work.
So the JFF deserves no credit for the women's team. How much credit you give them?
How many times we say them deserve some credit?
All right. How much is some?
Moving right along.
Them no one knows some.
No, moving right.
Because someone.
The next thing now.
Yeah.
The next thing now.
And they under 17s now. How you do that now?
The CFAS thing.
Yes.
The coach came on the air and said that he had some forced changes in midfield, right? Which was why he had to deploy CFAS in the number 9 position, and he was able to figure out how he was going to restructure the team. That was his initial response. But I asked him the question and said to him, but your first change was actually CFAS. You brought on Mason Clark and CFAS in the 75th minute. He said the reason for that was that Mason Clark is a better defensive player than CFAS, and at the time when the change was being made, Wan Bissaka was giving us problems on the right side, going down our left side. And so he thought Mason Clark would have been better defensively. So he put Mason Clark
come in if I remember. So he said Wan Bissaka was giving us trouble.
No way that anybody can say Sifa started on the wing.
So hold on.
That
Who was Wan Bissaka giving
against
trouble?
the very thing the coach himself said.
No. I'm asking. Who was Wan Bissaka giving trouble? Who was on that side when Cephas came on?
When Cephas came on,
who was Wan Bissaka giving trouble?
Hold on, let me answer the question.
Right.
Cephas came on.
Campbell was over there.
Tyrese Campbell was on the left hand side.
Who did Cephas
replace the centers forward?
So was there any point? Here's the point where which is crucial for me. Was there any point at all when Cephas was on the left hand side of the field? When Wan Bissaka was getting by him.
Being deployed there or just being over there? Because
either way.
No, that can't count because you would chase as a centre forward. You would chase could tackle the right back.
No, when Cephas was isolated.
Two persons on the left hand side, Orville.
No, that's what me want to the tape, you know. So you said 75th minute.
You're going to only get. Hold on, no preacher. Hold on, no preacher, man. Preacher, calm down. Preacher. I got this. Finding the tape will only make Rudder Speed more like a fool. Because his own words is that I put him in centre forward because I wanted to push back the two central defenders of Congo. He also said at the back end that it's because I don't think he could handle Wan-Bissaka because he's been killing us on that right hand side. So finding the tape will only make Rudder Speed.
No, but what if one of the persons that Wan-Bissaka was killing using our word?
No, but he never said that on the radio.
Well,
No such thing. So he said he put Mason Clark on the left.
That's what
Mason Clark is better at defending.
And that tape they was finding the tape for Cephas, you know. You must find the tape of a preacher that with Rudder Speed saying that I put Mason Clark on the flank.
No man, if him said that, then there'd be a contradiction.
Exactly. So
contradiction to say me put him in the middle for X
when he did not put
and then say then the Wan Bissaka store on the left.
Exactly.
That is a contradiction.
So we're not going to tape.
No, me, but no man, me wants. Why we wouldn't want to?
You want to kill Rudder?
Yes. You want to kill
The next thing more of it.
Yes.
The word travesty. What does it mean?
A travesty. Great wrong.
Yes. Grave wrong.
Yes.
When Mr. Ricketts was interviewed in 2022 after the World Cup qualifying draw, he said if Jamaica does not qualify for the 2026 World Cup, it would be a travesty.
Yes.
Not my word, Mr. Ricketts' word, which means if we don't qualify, we would have committed a grave wrong.
No. Saying it would be a travesty doesn't mean that we would have created a travesty. It's not the same thing, Peter.
All right? If we don't qualify, it would be a grave wrong.
Yes, it doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that
grave wrong take place in relation to our national senior men's football team and the people at the helm of that track.
Hello.
The technical committee who made all the decisions around coaching, hiring, player coordination of the program, and all of that is now auditioning and positioning himself to be the head coach of said team. You tell me if that doesn't mean another travesty taking place right before our very eyes. There's no accountability in relation to our football.
Preacher, I understand.
No accountability in Jamaica generally. You know,
I understand the emotion.
This one
I really
is a glaring example of a lack of accountability.
Now, what does lack of accountability mean? That nobody's taking the blame?
Nobody. Listen. Mr. Speed said he resigned from his technical committee position, as if to say, my resignation was because I failed at the job. He didn't resign because he thought he failed at the job. He resigned because he had to give it up to take up the coaching job.
Fair point.
So it's not when he's making these statements at every step. Mr. Speed has covered himself in a way that he comes out in a win-win situation for him personally.
He himself and others, including us, including me, have said you can't escape blame. There has to be blame once we're not qualifying in one group where we rank ahead of the three teams. And you can't escape that. The people involved, the JFF involved, Mr. Speed, forget blame. McLaren, forget blame. And the players too. Because we leave them out of the equation. Them can't blameless neither. Them that taboo the night when them become play football.
When you're bringing down the hammer, you should not be giving any kind of but what if and it could be.
they can pick up their phone and call your show, or they can come into your studio and explain themselves. They don't need you to give what if and could be's.
No.
They have a voice, and they can be accountable to the public because they want us to support.
I want to see the CFAS issue, yeah, which is a bone of contention. Me already said the whisper thing was a joke. You can't leave out of the squad. The CFAS playing out a position thing, I want to see where he came on the field. Me think that's fair. You know? Somebody send me the tape, and the one man will send me that tape.
He didn't play the position?
The argument that he started on the wing is something that the coaching staff, he started in the middle, is something that members of the coaching staff is contesting. Them said that isn't true. He ended up in the middle, which maybe he shouldn't have none at all.
I saw no left and wing play from.
All right.
No.
So me, I said, me no want to make that distinction for myself. It's simple. The one man will send me a tape is saying that it look like him start.
I watch it several times.
Right? So the man who sent me the tape, well, I don't know if I become my phone.
And the heat map also is suggesting that there was no left hand side.
Well, me want
you have through the middle,
yeah,
a little to the left and the right, and then when he went over to, you can see the heat map showing that when he went over the right hand side fully.
Somebody who make we kill speed. Send me the first 3 minutes of for Sunday. Preacher, do you have any last words?
No, I have no last words other than let them come defend themselves.
I agree. Which is one of the reasons why we had Mr. Speed here for 2 hours now. But then the CFAS thing is gathering some traction. Rather than I could have had a 10-minute interview and like that. We had him here for 2 full hours.
Yeah.
We had Miguel for 1 full hour. So we're not protecting them from the public none at all. Let them come face the music. And that is why we never be the only persons asking questions. We want me to the bright people outside. Okay? Alright, so we take this is the end of the show.
That is it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Join us tomorrow, not so long.
Surprise.
That's the Sports Desk for today. Remember to tune in and participate on the Sports Desk Mondays through to Fridays 1 to 4 p.m.